Come on, Cooper. Hello, hello. Oh, look at that. Go on, Cooper. I'll get petted all day come day long. Well, now we wait. We wait. We hydrate. Damn, is anybody ever gonna get on? Well, looks like we got one finally on. And then they got off. Well, we got one on, man. What you want to talk about? And then they're off. Randy Shifter, what's up, man? How are you doing this evening? Just get off work. Kind of slow, but I did start this a little bit earlier than I normally do. Was hoping some more people would be here by now, but it's just me and you. Yep, so we got two on. So I went on your channel the other day, Randy. I see you got RX Barbecue on your logo. You fix to start putting out some videos. Louie, what's up? Here, I'll put the link on if y'all want to hop on. Dow and Deer Park. I've never worked at Dow and Deer Park. I've worked over there at Lyondale Basel in Deer Park and some of the other Lyondales. I've worked just about all the Lyondales over in that area. Finishing up some chops. So judging by what you was talking about the other day, you're a NDE guy, huh, Randy? Yeah, 4 people on now, starting to pick up. NDE. I know a lot about all that. I work as a third-party sub at Motiva as a rep, contract rep. NDE, X-rays, PTs, all that cool stuff. Shear wave. When are you gonna put out some barbecue videos, Randy? I was looking at your logo the other day, and I gave you a subscribe. So I'll see when you gotta put some videos out, man, or if you're going to. What kind of camera and editing software did you get? The camera's gonna be the easy part. The editing was the what took me the longest to get a hold of. And I tried a few different softwares when I was editing. I found one that I like a whole lot that I don't have to pay monthly for. It was a one-time payment, and I downloaded it to my computer, and that's what I use to edit my videos. Then I got another program to make thumbnails for the cover page. Yep, we got 5 people on. Anybody got any barbecue questions? I bought that Power Director Essential bundle. It's called Power Director 20. But I don't think that you can still go on Amazon and buy that, and they'll still do updates for it. But that's the last one that they made like that. Now they done with the Power Director 365, where you got to do it monthly. But I bought that Power Director 20, and it comes on a disc, and you put the disc on your computer, download it, and it's probably not as fancy as some of that high end Premiere Pro and all that stuff. But you watch my videos, it gets the job done. You can put background music in there, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can do with it. I just really ain't never tried to do it except for basic editing. And before that, I was editing my videos off my cell phone. That sucked. And then as far as the other one goes, I downloaded a free version of Photo Director, and I'll make the thumbnail for my cover pages how I want them, and then I'll take the snipping tool and I'll snip them out. That way I don't have to pay for it. And when you do make it, it'll put Power Director on the bottom right hand corner, and it'll pretty much water stamp it or watermark it. So I don't like doing that crap. And I wish I wouldn't have bought this camera, but man, I didn't know much about cameras when I first got into this, and I bought a Sony ZV-1, and I didn't think nothing about a damn lens on it. Well, that camera doesn't come with an interchangeable lens, so freaking I got stuck with that right there. I may buy another one with income tax and get maybe a M50 Mark II or something like that, and you can put better lenses on. And as far as my mic goes, the mic that I use for my videos is the Cinco wireless. They're about $120 for a pair, and it works awesome, man. That's some crystal clear audio. I started out with a cheap $40 one, and it had a bad hissing noise, and I could never really edit the audio out the way that I wanted to on it. So the first few videos that I released in a landscape format were where they had cheap microphones, and it really wasn't that great. Yeah, I bought the ZV-1, but the ZV-E10 has got an interchangeable lens on it. I like the way the Sony works. As far as all the controls and stuff that go on it, man, it's easy. It's easy to operate. I just wish I could change lenses on it. I had to buy a upgraded lens off of Amazon that clamps to the camera and make my lens a little bit wider. The hardest thing about video editing is is the deadgum editing your audio, having clear audio. That's why you gotta invest some money in a good microphone. If you don't, man, it makes a video editing heck. And don't breathe real hard. I have a hard. I try not to breathe too hard because when you got to go in there and you got to edit out breaths, that sucks too. You can probably still hear it in some of the videos, but I try the best I can not to breathe into the microphone too much. What's up, Robert Benavidez? Welcome to the channel. How you doing, bud? Thank you, thank you. But yeah, once you get the hang of the video editing, heck, if I really want to, I can edit a video, an hour-long video. Or I say an hour-long video. So after I do all my shoots, I always end up with about an hour and a half of footage throughout, and I edit it down to 20, 15, 30-minute videos, sometimes a little bit longer. I can do it in about 2 or 3 days. Working on it probably about an hour after I get home, about an hour when I get home from work. But the Sony cameras are definitely definitely good cameras, man. If I get another camera, it will be another Sony. Nah, Mike, that's a good recommendation by Mike. Yeah, if I would have done my homework a little bit more. So I went to Best Buy over in Port Arthur, Texas, and or Nederland, Texas, really. And I went in there with my mind set on the one that Chud started with, which was a Canon M50 Mark II. And I went in there, and they said they had it in stock. I got in there, they didn't have it, so I got talking to the sales associate. She's like, "This one here is just as good," and I didn't pay not a lick of attention to the lens, and I didn't realize that didn't have an interchangeable lens on it till after I shot maybe my third video on it, and I wanted a wider angle lens. I ordered to get down to that 16 millimeter, and that one only went down to 18. So then I ordered an attachment off of Amazon to put on it to get the wide angle shot. But Sony cameras are definitely good. When I get another one, it'll be a Sony too. But I don't know if I'm gonna actually. I don't think I'll buy a compact camera again. I think I'm gonna buy an actual camcorder because I don't take that many dead gum pictures, man. If I do need to take pictures, I'll take them with that ZV one. I'm gonna buy a real camcorder, and that way it's something that lasts a little bit longer on the batteries. Because the one knock that I do got on those little cameras is the batteries don't last for very long. Once you've been shooting for about 20 to 30 minutes, you gotta hustle around and change batteries. Or I got an extension cord run out here, and I'm constantly having a charger plugged into them batteries. You can go on Amazon and buy you a pack of 6 batteries for like $40, but they just don't last very long. And then another thing to think about is if you're shooting out in the sunlight, them cameras get hot easy and shut off on you. I keep a dead gum damp rag over the top of mine in the summertime when I'm shooting, or because I don't have no shade out here at the smoker, it'll shut off on me, get too hot. But yeah, that's definitely a good camera. What are you gonna do for your microphones? Next live I do, I'll bring all the stuff that I use out here when I'm shooting my videos, and I'll share it with you guys where y'all can see it and stuff, and maybe it'll help some of y'all out. I was looking into the Rode microphones, man, but those Rode microphones are $300 for a freaking set. I don't want to pay that kind of money for it. Syncos do good. Well, we got 4 on here now. Nope. What's up, George or Jorge? What are you doing, dude? Everybody was talking about you the other day, so they hadn't heard from you, seen from you on YouTube in a while. I think it was on my last live, or it was on Louie's live. Trumpet Master. Either way, told him, man, normal people like us, man. Sometimes life catches up with us, and we just got to take a break from the social media. What's up, Simon? How you doing, man? Holyland Mark M1. I've seen them on Amazon before. That's the $150, $140 ones, if I ain't mistaken. I looked at them. I'm gonna look them up. Let's see. Oh, there's Triple B. What's up, man? Oh, that's not a bad price, $126. Let me know how those work, Randy. I may have to get some of them one day. Mike's in the house. What's up, dude? What's up, Smoky Rivers? It's Russ. What y'all all up to? Everybody stopping in. Appreciate the support. Got all the peoples in here tonight. Binge watching Arrow. I've never watched Arrow before. That's that if I ain't mistaken, that's that DC that's based on DC comic book, ain't it? The Arrow guy. Trumpet. It's George. I've been watching Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power. That's pretty good. They finally got past all the slow episodes, and it's been pretty good. He's badass. I might check that out. I just bought a new TV today, one of them smart TVs. My old TV that I had for 12 years, I gave it to one of the kids, and I went and bought me a 60-inch Samsung UHD, freaking $600 something dead gum TV. And I done hooked Disney Plus up to it. I done hooked everything up to it. I can watch all kind of stuff on that TV, man. It's pretty awesome. First one I ever had like that. I put my YouTube account on it too. Oh, there's old barbecue rock star. What's up, dude? So what's everybody been up to this week, man? It's been a slow week for me. Slow week. Got Luis. It's been kind of a sad week around here this week for me. That Palomino mare that y'all normally see back there in my background, she passed away Sunday. Unexpectedly. Had that horse since I was 16 years old. That was a hard one. That was a kick in the nuts. She was 20 years old. Yep, Russ, Trumpet, Randy, everybody's up in here. Thanks, George. Jorge, I mean, I want to keep calling you George, but it's Jorge. Appreciate that, Simon. What's everybody drinking tonight? I'm drinking these one pint Yinglings. My favorite beer. Shit's good. Bad call. Yeah, that's my horse back there freaking hollering. She's hollering for that other horse that died. Pat's Blue Ribbon. You know, that's a beer I ain't seen around here in a while in Texas. I'm sure they got it. I just ain't never paid attention to it. Got some Budweiser, some real shit there. Coors Light. What the hell is that, man? Aguaya? Agua? That's a beer? I want to say they used to sell that at like Walmart or something, but it's been years since I've seen it. been years since I seen that. Pat's Blue Ribbon. Man, I don't care what beer it is. They all taste good in the bottle. Especially if you drinking water. Man, you had me going there for a minute. I was like, man, what the hell is that? Knowing you're probably drinking something exotic. It's water. So you meant to put aqua, not aqua with a G. Oh shit, George is trying to get on. Let me add him in here. What's up,
Hey,
George?
hey, what's going on?
Hey, Jorge. What you been up to, man?
Nothing. I was laughing when you were trying to pronounce agua with triple B. He said
What
he
is
was
that?
drinking water. Agua.
That's the Spanish term for it.
Yeah. I was laughing, man. I was cracking it up.
Yeah, that's what
What you
everybody
been up
was.
to, man?
Oh, not much, man. Just working a whole lot here lately. Finally got everything slowed down.
Right on, right on.
I ain't even gonna shoot no videos this weekend. I got too much going on.
Yeah, I got that Z Grills. It's all right. It's an easy cook, man.
Oh yeah,
I knew it was gonna
I
be
finally
easy, but
shot.
I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. You know what I mean?
Sea grills is not a bad grill. I've looked at them.
Yeah, I
They're
did
just like
some
the pit
country
bosses and
style
stuff.
ribs. It's my second time making them. The first time I made them, I guess I didn't know how to make them because they came out like shit.
What kind of ribs was that?
Country style ribs.
Oh, country style ribs.
I made some a couple days ago, and man, they came out fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Yeah, so them country style ribs, depending on what meat, sometimes they'll cut them out of the pork butt, and then sometimes they'll cut them out of the pork loin. If they
Yeah,
cut them country style spare them ribs out of the pork loin, you got to cook them like a pork loin. If they cut them out of the pork butt, then you got to cook them down and get them tender.
yeah. It might have been different pieces because the way I seen in the packages already all cut up. So some of them had a nice fat cap, and some of them didn't. You know?
The ones that had the fat cap on them probably come from the pork butt.
Yeah, from the pork butt. That's what I was thinking.
That's
Yes,
cool.
sir.
I'll have a video dropping Monday on that pellet smoker that I built that burns sticks. I finally pulled it out of the barn last week and did a video on it.
Sweet. Can't wait to see that one.
Dadgum, I was
Yeah, I was
moving
thinking
that thing
about
out.
turkey season's around the corner, so
Oh yeah.
I seen your video on how to smoke the breast. They don't sell individual breast over here. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, I lucked out when I found that one. I found two of them at HEB, and that's the first time I seen them at HEB around here all year long. At the one that I shop at, so I snatched them up and I froze them. I bought them like 2, 3 months ago. But so I guess there's a turkey shortage right now, and then
No
the turkey
shit.
that is available is real high. Because I've seen a lot of the Texas barbecue joints are not carrying it right now, so they don't want to pay the prices for them. So
Well,
I mean, boneless, skinless turkey breast is hard to find right now.
yeah, I was thinking of just buying the whole entire turkey and then cut the breast out of there.
So I mean, what's actually easier to find right now, and I don't know if it's easier to find in y'all's area, but over here you can buy the whole breast bone in, just the breast,
Yeah,
out of
you
the
don't see that
frozen
over here.
section. And I did a video on that here a while back too.
Yeah, I was checking it out. I was trying to figure out the temp. So it's 165, right? Basically, it would be the
One
same as
six
chicken.
one. I like to take it to about 155, 158, and then pull it.
Yeah,
And 160 is really the sweet spot to have juicy turkey breast.
right
But it
on.
won't hurt if it goes to 165 either, though, because
No,
most
I
of the
won't go
turkey
that far
breast and
either.
stuff's already pre-brined.
I wish we had an HEB over here in California.
Y'all got Costco, huh?
Costco, we got Sam's Club, we got
I
Smart and
figured you'd be able to
Final.
find some good stuff at Costco.
Yeah, but the meat selection is not like, you know, what I've seen on the HEB. Doesn't
Hmm.
compare whatsoever, man.
So I'll put it to you like this: The only place I can find pork belly around here is HEB. When I do find turkey breasts, it's HEB. But the briskets this HEB sells over here by me, I'm not impressed with them. Or the beef ribs. I'd rather get them at Walmart.
Really?
Walmart sells a Angus Choice brand. It's a high choice, not like the cheap briskets. And those have always been my go-to for briskets because they're real uniform. They don't have a ton of fat on them. They're real thick flats. So that's what I buy when I do briskets, and it always turns out good. I quit buying from HEB because I have so much fat on them briskets. It's unreal.
Yeah, no, we don't have a Kroger either. We got a Vons, you know. I mean,
I've
if you
been
go to,
I go to Kroger when they have them sales on them pork butts, 99 cents a pound. That's when I'll go to Kroger and I'll stock up on them and make sausage.
yeah, over here for the Walmart over here, I will not even step in that store, not even to buy meat. It's just ridiculous over here, you know. But
Yeah, this Walmart over here in Jasper, Texas, where I like to go shop at. They've always got a lot of brisket in there, and they got the best brisket selection for me and the best beef ribs. I don't buy nothing else there though, except
see,
for a steak
I'm
here.
I'm with Rockstar. Well, you know, it just depends what Walmart because the one I don't know, maybe 45 minutes away from here, that's pretty bad. But if you go towards Valencia, that rich area, yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
Walmarts are very nice. It just depends where the location's at, you know.
Now that one over here in Jasper, I've been back there in the meat department. It's not
Yeah.
bad. I mean, it don't matter. You gonna burn it off in the smoker anyway. Barbecue Rockstar, shit, man.
That's
See, we
hilarious.
don't have Publix over here in Texas. That Publix is a Florida, Alabama, Mississippi deal. Ghetto Mart.
I know that was hilarious. Get Walmart. I like
Ghetto
that
Mart's
one.
more like a Dollar General's and shit around here.
Oh, we got tons of Dollar Generals, hundreds
Yeah,
of
that's
them
the
over
Ghetto
here.
Mart. I don't know. Every now and again, I'll find some good stuff, a good brisket over there in HEB. But man, ever since COVID, man, brisket selection everywhere is really lacking.
Yeah, you know where they
You just
have
don't find as good as stuff as you used to find.
good
All the
briskets.
restaurants are getting the good shit.
They got good briskets. I mean, good quality meat would be in Los Angeles. But you gotta drive.
Hmm.
I gotta drive out there. You
Yeah,
know, there's some top notch freaking meat places there. You know.
I bet traffic over there
Oh,
sucks.
you know, while I'm working, when I was working, traffic, I didn't mind traffic because I was getting paid. You know, I was stuck in traffic. I
Yeah,
get paid for that. You know, not a problem. You know. But my personal car, son of a b, man, you be stuck there for hours, man.
yeah.
Even if you take the city streets, you know, you try to get around all the traffic. It's a
It's
nightmare out there, you
ridiculous.
know.
Traffic gets bad down here like around 5 o'clock when people are getting off of work. But it's just I live out here in the boondocks in the country, but where I work at down there, there's a little town called Bridge City, and even the time at 5 o'clock, that traffic is freaking horrible. It'll take me 20 minutes to get through there sometimes.
I I know exactly what you're talking about.
I hate traffic.
Really, just to get in,
Like,
huh?
man, look, HEB is still my go-to store. They just here lately their brisket selection has sucked, but I'll buy just about everything else from HEB. And then their barbecue. So I was making my own barbecue sauce till everything got high as hell. Now I just buy it, and they got a damn good selection of Texas barbecue sauce in there.
Yeah,
And their HEB brand bowl is awesome too.
I just received one of the prizes from the competition, and it was PS seasonings. It had
Hmm.
two barbecue sauces. One was cherry bomb. Have you guys ever tasted cherry bomb? I think Mike said he tasted it before. Triple B.
I never had cherry bomb.
Thinking about making cherry bomb chickens on the canca coming really soon. I miss my
Man,
canca.
that'd be good. That Conquer, that thing's awesome, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about doing it on the canca. Well,
That
Trumpet said
Conquer's
it's pretty good
cool.
stuff. So
I don't buy a lot of commercial rubs or commercial barbecue sauces, but there is a few that I do like. I've heard a lot about the PS seasoning and the sauces, though. Everybody says they're good.
they look solid, man. I haven't tasted them because I'm not ready for them, but they look solid. I went on their website. and man, they're solid. I mean, they're pricey, but you can tell in the rub, that they're solid.
Yeah, about 7 times out of 10, if it's pricey, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, I don't want. I got so many rubs. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. I got a lot of Uncle Steve. I mean, I got my personal stash, and then I got a lot. So I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on some rubs
I,
and
I
whatnot.
I finally got rid of a lot of my commercial rubs. Finally used them on off cooks. Now pretty much I just go with dead gum salt, pepper, and season all salt. Pretty much what I go on everything. Every now and again I'll change it up, but to me that's just a. I'm not burnt out on that yet.
Yeah. So Trumpet says he gets a sausage kit from them. So it's a
Yeah, they
kit
sell
like.
sausage seasoning.
So what is it? Just a couple packages, and you just add it to the meat, or what?
Yeah, you'll add it to the meat. Most of the time they don't have cure in them, but it'll say add to 25 pounds of meat per package or whatever. So I've got a pre-made pork sausage seasoning that I get from my local Brookshire Brothers. That's I don't know. You probably wouldn't know about this, but down here in the South, there's a Southern style smoked sausage that's different from Central Texas and all that stuff. And that,
Yeah.
kind of like when I grew up on a kid. And that's what this seasoning tastes like. So when I make pure pork sausage, I don't mix my own seasoning up for that. I buy that stuff. And I'm going to do a video on that big pellet smoker back there, a pork sausage video for beginners. And I'm going to use that. But something that's real similar to it is called AC Legs number 10. It's real similar to that you can get
Right
on
on. Yeah, I
Amazon.
bought on Labor Day. I bought a, what do you call it? A grinder
No, they
meat.
put cure in the kits. Never mind, I was wrong
So
on
what
that.
is a cure for? I mean, do you have to have that pink salt?
You don't have to have the cure, but you got to smoke it faster and you got to smoke it hotter. You got to pretty much be smoked out in like 2 to 3 hours, or botulism can set in. I
Oh
like putting the
shit!
cure in because the cure gives it another a flavor element, and then I like to smoke my sausage anywhere from 6 to 8 hours too, and get more of a flavor and a deeper color on it.
I'm gonna go back to the website and order myself a kit because I've been wanting to
You
try
can
out
buy you can buy a cure
sausages.
off of Amazon for cheap, man.
Yeah,
I got a big ass bag of cure, and I ain't put a dent in that 'cause you don't really use that much of it.
yeah,
Yeah, the cure's for cold smoking. I like to smoke my sausage at about 145, 150, 160 until it hits an internal temp of 150, and then I pull it off, shock it in a ice bath, and then vacuum seal it up.
man, I'm already getting hungry.
But I like cold smoking it. But you can do it without the cure. You just got to be about 180 the whole time.
Well, the 180. So Luna, you will.
Yeah,
So
180.
at 180, it pulls out more moisture. You won't get as much as a moist sausage. Is that what it is, or what?
I don't think you'll necessarily get it as a more most moist sausage. You'll just cook it faster, and by cooking it faster, you probably won't get as much smoke and color on there as you would anything else.
Right on.
What's up, John?
What's up, Salt and
Trumpet.
Pepper? What's up, man? I'm gonna have to
Let's
check
see. Let me
everybody's
get Russell
videos
saying
out
right.
on their sausage making.
Yeah, yeah, you got to smoke it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I
I
gotta
think
do
Trumpet
more
knows
research
sausage.
on
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I've got a sausage making video, one of my earlier videos on there that I made out of 100% brisket trimmings, and that's my best beef sausage I've done to date. That recipe's on the description, and
Now, do
it's
you
a
have
Texas
to
hot cut.
weigh, Mike? Do you have to weigh the meat? Because I see a lot of you have to weigh it. I don't have a scale, so
Yeah,
you can just
you
eyeball it.
got. Uh, I mean, you could, but if you were to eyeball it, I would add everything in real gradual, and then fry you up test patties as you go, so you don't over season something. Because once you over season it, then you're screwed.
Over, huh?
And then you don't want to put too much sodium nitrate in it, curing salt either. Too much of that stuff can really screw you up. You could buy a cheap scale off of Amazon. I got a little cheap scale I use from Amazon.
I'm gonna have to buy that scale then, so figure everything out.
Yeah, Russell's right. You do everything off percentages. In that sausage making video that I got for that beef
Yeah.
sausage, I break down the basic percentages for salt, your curing salt, your water, and all that stuff.
Sounds like a lot, but I mean, once you get to know it, I'm
That's
sure it'll
easy.
be fine.
You know what the hardest part of it is freaking actually freaking mixing, grinding, and stuffing all the sausage. That's where all the work is. The seasoning ain't shit. I'm gonna make some sausage probably next weekend. I couldn't do it this weekend because I'm too busy. And sausage is a 3 day process for me. You can do it in 2 days if you wanted to, but I always cube the meat up, season it up, put the cure on it ahead of time, and then I come back the next day. I grind it up, I case it up, let the casings dry in the refrigerator overnight, and then I smoke it the next day.
Right on. Yeah, I think I'll do something like that. Yeah, I think I'll do something like that for sure. Yeah, Z girls. I
It's
signed.
gonna be trial and error for you the stuffing part, but me, man, I ran right with it, man. I didn't. I figured I was gonna screw my first batch of sausage up. I didn't. I actually, I, my first batch of sausage. But Randy's saying right here, Chud's sausage recipe. I did Chud's pork sausage recipe was the first sausage I ever made, and it turned out freaking awesome. But I watched a ton of videos on sausage before I went to stuffing though. That way I didn't screw up too bad. But I ended up not screwing up at all. I nailed it right off Jump Street, and now it's easy, man. You just gotta invest some money in some good equipment, man. That's the one thing that I will say. Get you a good grinder that can at least grind ice, and get you a decent stuffer where you can really stuff it. As far as a mixer goes, I mix all my stuff by hand. I bought a mixer, and that thing is a pain in the ass to clean, man. At the end,
Yeah,
I won't never use it again.
I bought that grinder, meter or meat. I think it's called meat. The one Joe uses, but
Oh
it's a
yeah, that's a good one.
smaller version. It's a very small version. The smallest, almost I
What
think the smallest they got.
what horse? Well, it's probably not a horsepower. That one's probably watts, huh?
Uh, 1.5, I think. You know who has it? SJ Cooks, Sal. He
Uh
bought
huh.
one, and he says it does pretty good. I mean, it's not like for what they do. You know what I mean? Big, giant,
Mm-hmm.
freaking batches.
I went
There you
ahead
go.
and I poured some money into it, and I bought a half horsepower LEM number 8 grinder, and I paid three at the time. I paid $329 for it, and I'm glad I put the money in it because that thing is a hoss, man. And at the end of it, when you get that extra sausage stuck in the grinder,
Yeah,
I'll just throw ice cubes in it, and it'll grind that ice up and it'll kind of clean it out a little bit, and it'll push that meat out, and I don't waste none of it.
I mainly got it for. I wanted to make my own burgers. I always hear you guys talk about making your own burgers is the best of the best,
It is.
and
I'll do that with my brisket trimmings every now and again. I'll make my own
that's
burgers.
another one, brisket burger and whatnot. So that's what I bought it for. But it comes with attachment to make a sausage. It has a tube, and it was only
As far as
$89. I couldn't pass up on it. It was a good deal.
as actually the actual casing of the sausage, I don't like using the grinder for the casing because the grinder will start to get hot over time, and you got to keep all that stuff cold to get a good casing on it. So I've got a hand stuffer that I use for casing,
Oh, you
but
got a point there.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
no, it's legit because I went ahead and I bought the hand stuffer, but then I was like, man, I already got this damn meat grinder plugged up. I'm just going to use the meat grinder, and sometimes it moves a little bit too fast to keep up with it, and that's when I first started too. So it's easier to have the hand crank. You go at your own, or have an electric
Base.
stuffer with different speeds on it. I am going to invest in one of the electric ones here before too long. But the cranking the hand one out, like Chud does on his video, I brought the same one that he had at the time. Was that it was called a Haka 7 pound sausage stuffer. Excuse me, but I wish I would have got a bigger sausage stuffer though.
Sorry, man. I gotta get going. Thank you for letting me be on your panel, and I'll talk to you guys later.
I appreciate you stopping by, Jorge.
All right, man. See you later.
Later, man. Yeah, that horsepower and a half is a hoss right there. There ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, stuffers were cheap. They're not cheap no more. When I bought mine, I paid $130 for it. Now I think them suckers are up there now. I just like using the hand crank because I'm real meticulous about air pockets in my sausage. So when I'm stuffing it, I'm taking my time with it. I don't want no damn air pockets in it. But once you figure out how to use sausage, man, how to make your own sausage, you won't store bought. I don't even like store bought sausage no more. I do buy it, but them Waltons, I always keep my eye on marketplace, man. I want one of those dead gum yeah, two pizza. Or that's electric stuffer or just a regular hand crank, Russ? I've been keeping my eye out for some of them old school Hobart grinders on Facebook. If I can get my hands on one of them suckers are badass. I've been looking at the oh, Panchuco's on. What's up? I've been looking at all the Walton stuff, man. I've been curious if that's good quality stuff or not, because it's cheap. Yeah, that electrics, yeah, they are higher. There was another brand I was looking at off of Amazon that was electric stuffers. I can't remember what brand it was, but they're just too damn cheap. I bet they're freaking junk. I was real hesitant to buy one. I can't remember the damn name of them though. They're on my Facebook ads and everything now. I like the little stuffer I got. It's a Haka stuffer, but it's only 7 pounds, and I kicked myself in the ass for not getting a deadgum 20 or 25 pound stuffer because you're continuously freaking stuffing the sausage and loading it up, stuffing the sausage, and it's just a pain in the butt. LEM electric, $900. I like my LEM meat grinder. I got no complaints about it. It's the big bite. Deadgum all stainless steel, half horsepower motor. Uh, I got to put a new plate on it. My plate done got dull, but the blade's still good. Yep, Trumpet Master. Yeah, they're higher now, Russ. Hell, I went and looked at them again as I was telling a buddy at work about it, and that one that I bought's like freaking $380 now, maybe even higher. Oh, you're good, Jorge. Well, you got to stop by for a little bit. It's all good. We all got stuff we got to take care of. We can't be on YouTube all the time. Man. Yep, sausage making is a art for damn sure. And I was lucky enough to nail it. But I watched a ton of YouTube videos before I attempted to make my first sausage, and that definitely helped. That's the dead gum thing about it, man. It's freaking we got tons of information at our fingertips this day and age. You can go to YouTube and figure out just about anything, man. What's up, Silith? Hey man, I bet that alligator sausage is good. So I was at the Southeast Texas State Fair last year, and they had someone there selling alligator sausage, and I was skeptical, but it was good. Alligator and shrimp sausage. Damn dogs. Yeah, I bet that gator sausage, if you do it right, that shit's good. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's what I've been waiting for. We've been having cool fronts here. It's sausage making season now. I don't like making that shit during the summertime. It's too hot. Then another good thing about it being winter is I can run. It's easier to keep the temps down on that pit. Nope, Mike got to try it. Well, I bet it was good, man. That's the good thing about living right here where I live at, man. I can go right over there across the road, and I can drive over to Lake Charles. I'm not that far away. And off of I-10, you can find all kind of good sausage places. Uh, the best stop, and there's a place that recently opened called Insane Sausages over there in Sulphur. I ain't got a chance to hop over there and go try their sausage, but I want to. They got some pretty cool looking stuff. Pretty cool looking stuff. Old Mike got to eat the gator sausage. You ain't lying. Best Stop does have the best boudin. They actually started, so Best Stop now is selling their stuff online, and they're starting to ship to all these local grocery stores around here. I was in my local Brookshire Brothers over here in Kirbyville, Texas, last weekend, and I seen that Best Stop boudin. It was high, but I was like, shit, I'm buying that. That boudin is freaking good. There's another place over in Crotch Springs. I was working over there back in 2015, and they had a place called Billy's, and their boudin was pretty legit too. It was good. At Rouse's, yeah, let's just say they just started carrying it over here at Brookshire Brothers. They had some pepper jack cheese, Cajun sausage. It wasn't too bad. It was good, but that boudin was where it was at. It's got just enough heat to kick you in the mouth, and that's how I like it. I am gonna freaking I've got some pork belly and some brisket left over from some cooks, and I'm gonna make my own brisket boudin here before too long. I just gotta get the time to do it. Yeah, I'm here to tell you personally, Billy's Boudin is right up there with Best Stops. I don't know if it's actually better than theirs because I just ate Best Stops here recently, but that Billy's Boudin, I was working nights over there at a Alon refinery at Crotch Springs, and we'd get off every morning and we would go over there to that Billy's, and they were open early in the morning. It was a gas station and a boudin place, and they had boudin egg rolls with pepper jack. They had boudin balls, some with cheese, without cheese, and man, we go over there every morning and eat that shit. I lived off of it while I was over there. It was that good. Crawfish boudin's good. If you can do that right, that's good. Uh-oh. The secret to perfect Texas sausage. The secret is when you're stuffing it, you got to funnel the meatballs. Just saying. You got to massage the meat real good, and you got to handle the sausage just right to get the perfect case. And you got to mix the seasoning right too. You can't make that shit too salty. Perfect Texas sausage. That's a video for another day, Louie. We'll have to talk about that one day. It's all about the stroke and the motion, man. I watched that video, Russ. That looked good. That boudin looked damn good. If you put Wagyu tallow in sausage, that shit'll be greasy as all get out. I don't put Lowry's in my sausage. I can tell you that. I don't even use Lowry's no more. I use Boneller's Fiesta Seasonal salt. It's better than Lowry's. Got more flavor. Got more kick. It's like Lowry's on steroids. Yeah, you do a chud stuff. Oh chud. Yep, stuff and sausage. There's just when you figure out how to make sausage, man, it makes life a lot easier. The main reason I got into sausage making because I was trimming the shit out of briskets, and I got tired of making brisket burgers. So I wanted to make sausage because one day I want to sell barbecue, and to optimize the most of your product, you got to make sausage out of your brisket trimmings and your pork butt trimmings and all that stuff. So that's mainly why I got into sausage. Let's let old Randy Stripper on. What's up, Randy?
What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing?
Yeah, just getting off work, man. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't have to work today. Back on 410s.
They're killing me at this Dow project, man, but it'll be over hopefully at the end of this month. So I'll have some time to barbecue and maybe shoot a video.
Yeah, Chud. Yeah. So I don't want to knock nobody on what a pit master is or supposed to be, but if you are a pit master, you should know how to make sausage. I agree with that. So you work for Akron?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm you
Hell yeah. We use them a lot out there at Motiva.
guys. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna
Heard you.
trying to read these lives right here. I'm gonna get that meet your maker stuff that I bought during Labor Day fired up eventually and start making some sausage. I've never done it with no equipment like this. We've always had that hand crank job. Me and Christy been over here cranking on it.
Oh, I
Finally got
grew up
something.
on the hand crank. Yeah, that's what my dad and his friends used to use back in the day was that hand crank. And then they found my old school Hobart meat grinder.
Yeah.
Oh, P
Yeah,
Digits, what's up, man?
during Labor Day, they had that sale. I ended up picking
I
up the
seen
point
that.
5 horsepower and sausage stuffer and everything. What's up, Troy?
Oh, there's endless possibilities with sausage, man. You can anything that you can think of, the stuff in a casing, you can make sausage out of it, man. That's just my deal is I don't have time to make sausage all the time, and shooting a sausage video is messy, and it making a sausage video is a pain in the ass. I'm here to tell you right now. That's why I don't do that many of them. I've only got one up right now.
Where do you shoot at, Mike? You just in your backyard right now, or what?
Yeah, I just shoot out here at this pit. I got a barn right here in front of me, and lights in there, and I keep the view right here because everything else is countrified.
Yeah, I got this old carpenter right here. Got my smoke underneath it and everything, but it ain't much of a set. Still
Oh,
trying
if
to
you
figure
if you were
that out. Too.
yeah, if you were standing right here with me, I mean, yeah, this view right here is good. It's the only view y'all really ever see. But other than that, I mean, I got an old raggedy ass pump shed, an old raggedy barn. I mean, I don't put that in videos. It's the
Christy
best view in the
said,
yard right here.
"Yeah." Christy said, "Do I want to shoot in the backyard?" When I film, I was like, "What are we going to see? The chicken coop and the ducks?" And I was like, "We're going to shoot
The
underneath the
chicken
carpet
coop
and we'll
is
shoot after."
the chicken coop. I don't know
We
if you
got
can
one.
see it or not, but it's right over there. It looks like a homeless colony.
Yeah, we got
That's where
one
all
of those
my
like
chickens stay at.
good old yard egg. That's some morning chore.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have as many hens as I used to. Something come in here a little while back and got a few of them, but I pick up probably about 7 or 8 a day.
Yeah, that's about what we're at. Man, sorry to hear about your horse. That's no good.
Man, that was a hard pill to swallow. I was not expecting that. So I was out here shooting a YouTube video at 3 o'clock, and I went back and started looking at the videos because I had the camera pointed out toward the pasture to see if I could pick up on something. And she was fine then. I come back out here at about 5:30 after I went in the house, and I walked out there to feed her. Man, she croaked over. I was like, damn, man. I had that horse since I was 16 years old, but she
Yeah,
was old though. I
that'd be
guess
a
she had
rough
a
one
heart
to hear.
attack. Yeah,
My little girl's been
but
a lead line since she was like 6 years old. Man, she loves her horses.
yeah, I still got two of them. I rode one of them this morning. I had first time I rode in a while. I messed my knee up a while back, so I was trying to let that heal.
What are you shooting on right now, Mike? Your picture's real clear.
So this webcam that I got right here, I bought this at Walmart, man, for $50. It was on sale. It's a Logitech HD 1080p camera. You can get them at Walmart for like $45-$50. Because
Yeah,
I
I
was
just
using
got
the
me an
camera that's on this laptop right here, and it was real blurry and stuff. So I bought this just to see if it would work, and it put out a damn good picture, man.
Yeah, I got that Sony, and I bought a laptop and a light and all kinds of stuff, and I'm still trying to figure out
What
editing and
kind of
shooting
laptop?
and all that good stuff.
What kind of laptop did you get?
Nah, I don't know. It's something that Christy picked out. It's a gaming laptop, some kind of HP, super fast, terabyte of memory. I don't know all that technical stuff.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you
She's
got you
been
got to
doing
have you got to have you at least 16 gigabytes of RAM to shoot HD video, and if you're going to shoot 4K, you got to have 32 gigabytes of RAM.
I think we
I
got
did my
32
research.
gigabytes.
Oh yeah, you can shoot some good video on that.
Neva, some kind of super card she was talking about. It's got to be a fast gaming card, graphics
See, that's
card.
what this laptop right here was a Acer Swift X. It's a gaming laptop too, and it's got 20 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a Ryzen AMD card in it, and then it's got a NVIDIA GeoForce RTX, and that's what produces my videos right there, and it
Yeah,
does
I
a
think
pretty
that's
good
the
job.
graphics card she has.
But yeah,
I
the
just make
gaming
barbecue,
laptop's the best
man.
thing.
I just make the barbecue. I don't know anything about this editing and filming stuff.
I learned it all on the fly, man. The video editing there for a minute, man. I was thinking, man, the hell with this. Because before I was just screwing, I wasn't taking this serious. I was screwing around and shooting everything on my cell phone. But editing a video on a cell phone was a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, I've been watching all those videos you've been putting on Chud's Barbecue Pit Masters over there, man. I mean, you shoot good videos.
hmm
You
Oh,
may
I
maybe
learned from watching Chuds, watching Smoking Joe's, watching Smoky Ribs. I took a little bit from everybody, and that's pretty much how I got the format to how I shoot my videos.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be that chop editing like Chud. That dude's got some skills. But I watch all you guys, man. I take a little bit from everybody. So if I do drop
I,
my video and you see something familiar, I ain't jocking you. I'm just trying to pick up
oh
something.
no, nah, man, that's what we're here for. We're all here to learn from each other. So
Yeah,
I don't have the knife skills that Chud's got. He can move that freaking knife quick. So I don't do the knife videos. I mean, I can cut a brisket fast and ribs, but as far as like slicing a vegetable or chopping some parsley or something like that up, like he does, I don't have that kind of talent. I'll
I
cut my
was
damn finger
watching.
off.
I was watching Al over there eat more vegans. I was watching his live chat, and they were doing some little giveaway where you type in a hashtag and he picks a hashtag, and I won a real nice set of Dow Strong knives, and they're sitting in the kitchen next to all the other stuff that
Hell
I've bought
yeah,
that I haven't used yet. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Dow Strong some good knives. I just
I
buy
had
them
a
cheap dead gum Mercer knives off of Amazon. That's what I've been buying.
yeah, they
They're sharp
signed
as
it.
fuck.
Jeffrey Gordon was on, or Jeffrey Earnhardt was on there. He signed them, so should be a nice little prop once I finally do break out and
Yeah.
make a video.
You ever heard of Founders beer, Randy?
Founders?
Yeah,
No, but I like the
Panchuco. Yeah, Panchuco's asking if we can get Founders beer down here in Texas. I've never heard of that or seen that.
Never seen
Not Southeast
it.
Texas.
Everybody around here works for Budweiser down there on I-10. So when I get home in the afternoon, I always get a free case of beer from all my neighbors. So I pretty much stick to
Hell,
Budweiser.
fix to say there ain't nothing wrong with that. Free beer, hell yeah.
I give them barbecue, they give me beer. It's a pretty fair trade.
No, that's a damn good trade. That's damn good.
Yeah.
I've drove by that Budweiser plant over there in Houston a few times.
Yeah.
Pretty
My
cool.
father retired from there. My neighbor across the street works there. So I get plenty of beer almost every Thursday.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, I didn't mean to take up too much of your time, Mike. I'm just trying to say hello to
Hey,
everybody.
man,
You know,
hang out as long as you want to, dude. That don't bother me.
I see you got some real YouTube barbecue stars in the crowd. So I'm gonna jump off and let somebody else take my spot, man. But I'm gonna keep watching. Just got
10-4. I
off work,
appreciate you
man.
stopping by, man.
All right, man. Well, it's nice to see you, and I'll still be on here. I'll be hollering at y'all.
10-4. Appreciate you, man.
Take it easy.
What's up, Christy? Y'all excuse me for just 1 minute. I'll be right back. Mike's muted. All right, it's not muted no more. Yeah, I forgot to unmute the mic. My bad. Yeah, I didn't choke chicken too hard, Russ. You and Christy do the same thing, Randy? Oh, she got the Weber fired up. Hell yeah. I ain't had a Weber kettle in a long time, but I used to cook on a Weber all the time back in the day. I mean, it could be Panchuco if they throw it around and do some dumb shit with it. Definitely could be. Yeah, I heard him say that a minute ago that y'all are together. I was just wondering if y'all done the same profession, NDE. What's up, Cooking Barbecue 247? How you doing, man? Yeah, I used to freaking crank out some good barbecue on a Weber kettle, man. A Weber kettle was one of the first things I learned how to use, really. I've screwed some barbecue up on a Weber kettle. I learned how to do it right, for damn sure. But now I don't have as many smokers as I used to got. I got two pellet grills, and then I've got a fire pit with a grate on it, and then I got this 250-gallon offset smoker back here. Pretty much all I use now. Dog grooming business. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. All right, Russ. Appreciate you stopping by, man, and sharing your knowledge with us. Slow and sear all the time. Yeah. Yep. There ain't nothing wrong with a Weber kettle, man. Weber kettle will get the job done. Thank you, Pete Digits. I'm contemplating on shooting a video on that thing Sunday where I just take it and I'll show y'all how I clean my barbecue pits and my barbecue pit and re-season it and the whole 9 yards with it 'cause it needs to be cleaned out. I've only cleaned that thing twice since I built it. The bottom of it has got so much dripping in the bottom of it, it's unreal. I may do that Sunday after the farrier comes and takes care of the horses. It's just a dirty ass job, and I try not to get my equipment all freaking dirty doing it. I never have used a vortex or a slow and sear. Back when I was using the Weber kettles, they didn't have all that. Heck, that's probably been like 2010, 2011 was the last time I had a Weber kettle. I had a Weber kettle. I had those cheap char griller offsets. I'd go through one of them a year before I got tired of dealing with that. But I tell you one thing, after you learn how to run a cheap offset, when you go back there and run that bad boy, fucking it's easy. It is easy. That vortex is very intriguing. Hey man, there's grills out there I ain't never owned before, so everybody praises Weber Smoky Mountains. I've never owned one of them before. I used to make fun of my brother. He had one. He'd always talk shit on my pellet smoker, saying, "Oh, that's not real barbecue." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Look, I don't cook on a trash can, dude. Bricks wrapped in tinfoil. Get you some heat retention." Yeah, Randy, I built that offset, man. I built that offset, and I plan on building more of them. Me and a buddy have done rounded up 1,000-gallon tank, and a 250-gallon tank, and a 500-gallon tank. And he's working turnarounds right now. And when he gets off turnarounds, me and him are going to build a 1,000-gallon smoker, and we're going to build a 500-gallon smoker. And if all goes well, one day we'll be selling smokers. Because that pit back there is the best running pit I've ever had in my life. It runs like a top. I built it myself. I've figured out the airflow, the stack ratios, and all that shit. With the firebox size, the stack size, the exchange size, your smoke collector size. I got all that stuff figured out. Kamado. See, I've never owned a Kamado either. I almost owned a Kamado before. Yeah. Weber Smoke Fires. I've never used one of them either. I've got a Rectech, and then I got that homemade pellet smoker that I put that short out on the other day, and I'm gonna release that video on that Monday. Yeah, Chud builds some good ones. I've never used a reverse flow smoker before. I like the traditional offset smokers. I think you can get more smoke flavor on those than you can anything really. They've definitely got the best airflow out of any of them, and more airflow or better. Let me rephrase that. Better airflow means better smoke flavor. Oh, we got a random channel surfer. What's up, Valiant Thor? That's a cool freaking name. Yeah, I've got a friend that's got a Kamado Joe that he uses, and he swears by it. But just every kind of smoker that you use produces a different flavor. My pellet smokers, my little old Rectech over there puts out a good product, but it's not real smoky, but still very good food. This one over here that I built that burns logs and pellets puts out a better product, but still not as good as that offset smoker does back there. The offset to me puts out the best barbecue that you're gonna eat. It gets a smoke level that I personally like. Yep, it puts out a better product than any of them in my opinion. But that's not to say that you can't produce fucking kick ass barbecue on any of them. Hmm. Yeah. So convenience is definitely there this day and age. Like freaking, I've got so much curricular activities going on right now with the kids playing sports and all that. I'm fixing to start. I'll use the offset when I can, but on days I can't babysit the fire, I got that big old pellet smoker over there. I'll start doing overnight smokes on it when I want a brisket or a pork butt or whatever, and I can put it on 225 and smoke it overnight. Turn it on at about 8 o'clock at night. When I wake up at 6, 7 o'clock the next morning, it's around 175, 180, and it's ready to wrap first thing in the morning. I'll wrap it up, finish it out, and then I'll be slicing it for dinner by the following evening. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep, they're great cooking tools. You're damn right they are. Man, you can make great barbecue off of anything that produces a fire, really. I'm really fucking thinking hardcore about making a cinder block pit and doing a whole hog this winter sometime. Or doing it on that 250 back there, but I think that'd be a pain in the ass with the way the doors are on that. Yeah, yeah, Troy, that's a good idea. I'm gonna tell you right now, save your money and buy something that's gonna last. Don't buy these. An old country barbecue pit is a good starting point. Stick steel, it'll last a while. You'll pay about $1,200 for that, but that's about as cheap as I would go on a store bought smoker. I wouldn't even buy the next one down the Pecos that's made out of 1/8 inch metal. That 1/8 inch metal is not going to last you very long because I figured up what I spent on cheap char grill or offset smokers over 4 or 5 years, and I spent close to freaking $600, $700 just on them. If I would have saved my money at that time, I could have bought a pretty good freaking smoker for that. Hell yeah, that's what we do. We drink and we barbecue. Yeah, hell, you're right, P digits. That's make it yours, dude. There ain't no wrong way to do it, really. Some ways are better than others, but you make means of what you got, man. Yeah, I've since I built that pit right there, I've only done one overnight cooking. I happened to be working nights, and I took a fatigue. I had to take a fatigue night, and I smoked a dead gum. I can't remember what I smoked that night. I have to go back and look at that video, but it's the only video I've done at nighttime smoking. If I'm gonna do one overnight now, man, it goes on this pellet smoker. I'm not running my stick burner all night. Look, man, using your offset makes you feel like a man, But if you gotta use anything else, it's just like that gum driving an old Ford truck, Dodge truck, Chevy truck, whatever truck you don't like, man. You drive it and you don't tell everybody about it, dude. You just whatever. I ain't gonna go to work and brag, be like, yeah, I smoked on my pellet smoker this weekend. Just ain't gonna tell nobody about it, man. 25 to 30 minutes. During the summertime, my fire management on the summertime with 4 logs and having my firebox store closed down enough, I've been getting 2 hours to 2.5 hours of burn time per setup on that smoker back there. It'll change, I did that fire management video here a while back. I'm gonna do another fire management when wintertime hits. Do a fire management video in the wintertime and show y'all how all that shit changes. I have to be running instead of 4 logs. I'll be running about 6 logs at a time just to maintain a 275, 300 temp in the wintertime. Excuse me one more minute, guys. Barrelman Barbecue. Welcome to the channel, man. I think I've ever seen you up on here. How you doing this evening? Oh yeah, most definitely, man. There was a time where I wrote everything down. I just I don't want to say I'm freaking no expert, but I pretty much know what to expect at this point on all my cookers. You know, just using them for so long, and I don't write nothing down no more. But I was taking a lot of notes on shit there for a while. I pretty much know how that thing runs when it's 32 degrees, and I know how it runs when it's 100 degrees outside. So I mean, when you say variables, you know, sometimes your wood's a little greener, sometimes it's a little drier. Just nature of the beast. Well, you got some briskets 8 hours in. You gonna fat cap up or fat cap down? What did you build that smoker yourself, Barrel Man, or did you buy that one? I'll tell you what, when things get slowed down, Randy, and a little bit later on in the year, I'll come. We'll hook up, man. Shoot them video, man. The video. Once you get used to shooting them videos, man, it's easy. Some of them are a little bit more pain in the ass than others. Like I said, shooting dead gum sausage videos is the biggest pain in the ass for me because there's such a mess you got to clean up before you can touch your camera. Full boat. Somebody fabricated it. So yeah, to me, I don't know where you live at, Jerry. Judging by your hook 'em horns, man. But judging by your you must live here in Texas, huh? So if you've got an offset smoker with an insulated firebox, you want to start you out with a big coal base, and then probably burn about 2 logs at a time with that insulated firebox. To me, in Texas, having an insulated firebox on a 250-gallon offset smoker is that's overkill, man. I mean, yeah, you'll probably burn half of the wood, but sometimes it's, if you're not replenishing that coal bed enough because you're insulated, having to burn way less, them logs have a little bit harder of a time getting caught up. Yep, Randy, we'll definitely hook up one day, man. We're not that far away. Channel View's only 2 hours away from me. Zemba! Hey, hush. They don't want to play with you. Barking at the neighborhood dogs. Come here, boy. Come here, Zemba. Come on. My little grilling buddy right there. What are you doing? You being a bad dog? You being bad, Zimby? You ain't ready to go inside yet? Alright, man. Take it easy, dude. You had a rough week. Damn, bro. Hope it all gets better for you. Go have fun, Simon. Later, PJ. Oh, you're in Florida. Yeah, you should. Yeah, man. An insulated firebox over there at Florida, man. That's overkill. I mean, You probably got it. You got it figured out. And know how to run it now, huh? So it depends on how you want to configure that trailer. Litany Soprano, I think I said that right. You know, if you're gonna haul a lot of wood with that 250-gallon smoker and have like a wood rack on it, then you probably need to go ahead and put a double axle underneath it for the weight. Because this 250-gallon smoker back here weighs about 1,400 pounds. Now, I don't know what yours is going to weigh, but if you're going to do a 500-gallon smoker, you definitely need to have two 3,500-pound axles underneath that. You want to give yourself more than what you think you need. That way, that you pull it pulls good. If you hit a dead gum potholes or whatever, you ain't busting your axle or busting the spring, something like that. Uh, if you just want to pull the smoker by itself and not have no wood rack and all that, then one axle will get you by on a 250-gallon all day long. But if you're going to have extra stuff on there, coolers, have wood rack, then you need to have two axles on it, whether it's a 250 or 500. Let's see. Yep, Simon left. I feel you on that. I washed some laundry today too, bro. Let's see. Oh man, they canceled the parade. That sucks. Oh no, we're gonna man. I'm gonna tell you right now, if we don't beat OU this year, I ain't watching another freaking Texas game. We better beat OU because they look like shit. So I've looked at all those smokers, and if I had to pick one out of all that, I would go with Primitive. There's one knock that I've got on the mill scale that I don't like is how big their baffle plate is going inside the smoker. They pretty much all you pretty much have on that smoker because that baffle's so big going in there from the firebox to your cooking grates. They take up about a third of your smoker with that, man. And that's their design. I'm not knocking it. I'm sure all that works fine, but I want that extra grate space in case I want to sear some steaks or do something like that. I just don't see the need to have a damn baffle that big in a smoker, man. I've got a fire management video on my channel, and I show you how big my baffle is in that pit back there and where the hot spot starts and ends and all that stuff. So, yeah. I The fat stacks, I've seen the ones on Mad Scientist channel, but the primitive pit, if I had my choice out of them three, me personally, I would go with the primitive pit. I like the way those are built. Yeah, one chimney, 4 logs, get you a coal bed and 2 splits. That's what I would think on a insulated firebox for sure. All right, guys, it's getting dark over here. Let me grab my light right quick and set it up. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. You like Fat Stack Al? I ain't never seen one up close and personal. I'm just judging by what I've seen on a YouTube channel. V shape. So yeah, if you're gonna do an insulated firebox, partially insulated gives you the best of both worlds. But I don't need one here in Texas. Man, I ain't got nothing smoking tonight, unfortunately. Uh, Probably won't smoke nothing this weekend. You shoot barbecue YouTube videos all the time. You get burned out on barbecue. I'm about there. I gotta eat something different this weekend. I don't know if Louie's still on here. Figured he'd done jumped on by now. Yeah, fireboxes, fireboxes, fireboxes. The firebox is probably one of the most crucial parts of your smoker. That sucker is too small, and it ain't worth a damn. You want an oversized firebox. So I don't have an exact answer on that. It just depends on the brisket, how much it weighs, how fast it cooks, what temp I'm running at. Best answer I can give to you on that is they're done when they say they're done. Really, a rule of thumb on a brisket is normally I could smoke about a 10-pound brisket in about 12 to 13 hours ish. But like I said, I ain't never had one brisket smoked the same as the other. Some finish up earlier, some finish up later. It just depends on the meat. So there's not a real set time on them. They get done when they're done. I'm about to do me another brisket video here before too long. One of the videos that I shot the other day, Sunday, was a full boat pork belly, and that's the first time I ever full boated. And I'm here to tell you, it was it was amazing. That bark got crispy, and you had that crunch from that crispy bark with the texture of that tender meat melting in your mouth. I'll probably do my pork bellies from now on full boat, 'cause that was freaking good. Now I want to try a brisket full boat now. See how that turns out. Because I've always wrapped my briskets in butcher paper. But I've been seeing chuds and a lot of people doing full boat, and so I've been wanting to try that too. Backline 250. I don't think I've ever heard of backline smokers. I looked before I built that smoker back there. Excuse me. I looked and looked, and to get a smoker built was going to be a wait, like almost a year wait on a lot of places around here in Texas. So I just went ahead and I built my own damn smoker, and I kind of knew what I wanted. I wanted an oversized firebox, which I got back there. I wanted a smoke collector, and I nailed it on that build, man. That smoker runs like a dream. A full boat is when the meat reaches a certain internal temp, or the meat reaches a certain temp, and you don't want to burn the edges no more. You stick that piece of meat on full, and you crunch that full up around the edges where the edges don't get burnt, but the top of the meat still sees the heat. And it's best to do the full boat method with the meats that you smoke fat cap up, and it'll crisp that fat up real good. Full boat. So when you do the sous vide, rest on that, Randy. It don't make the crunchy bark soft on it. Cause I like that crunchy bark, man. I would figure if you sous vide rest that, you wouldn't have crunchy bark no more, huh? But if you do, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's the best way. I don't know. I like my butcher paper briskets too. But it's good to have two methods, though. You get burned out on one method. You get burned out on butcher paper. You can go to full boat, go back and forth. Mm. here over the last freaking 5 years, barbecue has really evolved, man. There's so many different methods doing everything. It's freaking you can do a lot of stuff without getting too burnt out on it. I done changed the way that I do my spare ribs and stuff too. I like to take my spare ribs and take some Terry Black's spicy barbecue sauce and cut it down with 2 parts of Terry Black's barbecue sauce and a third of vinegar with that barbecue sauce, and then I'll put that down on the full, and I'll put simple syrup down with it and wrap it with barbecue sauce and simple syrup. And with that pork grease in there, man, that turns out freaking awesome. All right, I see what you're doing there. So I invested, which y'all probably know because I've been posting it on the Chud groups, but I got 2 toaster ovens, 2 26-quart toaster ovens, and that's what I've been resting my meat in, is them toaster ovens. I got that from that hack from a guy named Outnumbered Barbecue on YouTube. I seen that in his video, and I'm like, man, I ain't never thought of that. I got one of them laying around, man. So that's what I rest my barbecue in. It'll go down to 140. So I turn it to about 145, and I rest my briskets, pork bellies, beef ribs, and that little oven toaster, oyster oven toasting, over toasting, oven toaster. Done drank too many beers. I'm sorry, folks. It's built in Austin. Oh, it's got the Moberg stack. See, I weighed in on doing my smoker like that too, but I didn't want to pay money for a deadgum 90 because I paid for the I paid for a lot of stuff on that barbecue pit. So yeah, I was resting my briskets in a deadgum Yeti style cooler there for a little while, but that toaster oven's the way to go, man. Yeah, man, try that full boat out. You won't be disappointed. A Breville toaster. I've looked at them. This one that I got was a aroma toaster from Walmart, and I got it for like $60, man. And you can put 2 briskets in it if you want to. You stack them one on top of the other. What's up, 2005 Pilot? It's been a while since I've seen you on the channel. It's been a minute. Yeah, big toaster oven. Those 26-quart turkey roasters. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I rest my briskets and stuff in. Oh, not much, man. What you up to? In Florida? Where you at in Florida, man? You ain't got affected by the hurricane, huh? I got kinfolk that live in Tampa Bay, Florida, Newport Richey, around that area. 20-year-old generator. Yeah, yeah. I put them on the rack. I don't put them on the bottom because the bottom of that toaster oven gets real hot. And then another thing I do is I pour a little bit of water in the bottom of that toaster oven, give it a little bit of moisture content. You got a buddy that lives in Newport Richey? Yeah, I'm kin to some Hancocks in Newport Richey. If you ever met any of them. Yep, that toaster oven's a good hack for resting barbecue. I've never tried the sous vide stuff before. I'm gonna get one though. I've seen that a lot here on YouTube in the past 2 years. Google does a lot of sous vide stuff. If the meat is stringy, you're cutting it the wrong way. No, it ain't too much heat. You're not cutting against the grain. If you cut with the grain, your meat will be stringy. If you cut against the grain, it'll be the right texture. then another thing that could contribute it to it falling apart, not necessarily being stringy, is having a dull knife. No, the hard bark ain't gonna make it stringy. The only thing that'll make it stringy is if you cut it with the grain and not against the grain. Guilty. Hey, so when I do brisket, I slice against the grain, but my my wife she likes the stringy brisket, so I'll slice a little bit of it wrong, and she likes to eat it on taco or sandwich, but she likes stringy brisket. So I don't know if it's necessarily wrong, maybe to some hardcore barbecue guys, but yeah, yeah, dull knife can definitely do it too, though. I'm gonna try it. Look, man, I ain't afraid to try new stuff, man. I actually did a video. I seen Guga that cook a damn steak on a shovel here a while back, and I did it. I copied him. He said, "I want you guys to try this." So I said, "You know what? Screw it. I can try it. Maybe it'll get me in a couple subscribers." And I cooked that steak on a shovel. Man, that shit was good. It was real freaking good. I was thinking, man, whatever. He did this shit for views, and it's gonna be all right. It ain't gonna be great, but it was like freaking cooking a dead gum steak in a cast iron times 100. It had unreal freaking flavor. It was good. No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard strings. If it is hard strings, it's undercooked. Yeah, and that video is my worst video to date. It's only got 108 views, but I did a video with cooking some prime grade ribeyes on a shovel over an open fire, and it's probably like my top five best steaks I've ever freaking made. It was good. I ain't shitting you. It was damn good. I guess you could compare it to cooking like in a carbon steel skillet would be the comparison. It was good. No complaints here, man. I loved it. But it only got 108 views. Next time I get a hurricane here in southeast Texas, I'll be cooking on a shovel, man. Yep, it's on there. I think I filmed that video either in April or May. I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere in that time frame. So it's a little bit down there on the list. Orlando, you got you a little bit of that hurricane, huh? Oh, Hurricane Ian. Should have gotten notice. Yeah. Hopefully y'all didn't get too bad, huh? We had Hurricane Laura hit here back in 2020. Just screwed some shit up. It was a Category 4 hurricane. All right, Randy, take it easy, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I'll holler at you some other time, man. That's me, man. I don't know if that so. Did come in 2005. I lived in Mauriceville, Texas, and I rode Hurricane Rita out in Mauriceville, and that was pretty freaking rough. You hear trees crashing down, stuff hitting the side of the house. It was bad, and that Hurricane Laura wasn't near as bad as Hurricane Rita was, in my opinion. So I was prepared for it. But I live about 100 miles away from the coastline, so I, I don't think I ever evacuate for a hurricane, man. I'm just gonna ride it out. Just gonna ride them out, man. Heck, we actually got the eye wall on Hurricane Laura. By the time it done rolled around to this area, it done weakened down to a Category 2 hurricane. It was still packing winds over 100 miles an hour. Yep, hopefully you got him something labeled good, something good to eat, Christy. In Lake Jackson. Never been to Lake Jackson. We get a hurricane here about every 7 years, around about. Last major hurricane before that was Hurricane Ike. That was a direct hit. It messed some stuff up. Well, y'all got any more barbecue projects? The Dow project. So you working the plants like I do. So if I had to guess, you said you were working on a generator. You're a millwright by trade. That's what it is. Y'all got any more barbecue questions? Open book of knowledge right here. It's free, guys. There you go, Louie. Nope, not a millwright. I guess wrong. Yeah, man, I ain't fucked a brisket up in probably 11 or 12 years. I could take a dead gum select brisket, cheap ass brisket. Everybody knocks smoking on that smoker back there, and it's just as damn juicy as a prime is. I've got a, I got a brisket. I got a few brisket videos on my channel if you want to go look at them. They turned out pretty good. Just trying to get it to run. I hear you. Yep, all my brisket's juicy, man. No, I don't go straight to the cooler unless I'm anticipating some a lot of carryover. I don't smoke my briskets by no Pacific temp. I smoke my briskets by feel, and when they get the feeling right, I take them off. I'll let them sit out for about an hour, and then I'll probe them for internal temp. When they come down to about 160, 155, I'll put them in that toaster oven at 145, and I'll rest them in that toaster oven. See info. So right now, I've got a ton of freaking. Oh, Louie's trying to get on. I've got a ton of tallow right now, so when I've got tallow, I will use it so it don't go to waste. But
Did you
you
say
don't
you
have
make
to
a
put
toast?
tallow. You don't have to be able to put tallow on your brisket, man.
What is going on, Mike?
What's up? A no trim brisket, man. I'm trimming my damn brisket. I ain't doing no trim brisket, man. I don't like a lot of damn fat. What's
Yeah.
up, Louie?
Speaking of tallow, I ran out of tallow. That's how come I'm rocking a hat.
Shit, dude, I got a ton of tallow.
That's the perfect secret. That's the secret for the perfect Texas hairdo is tallow. I just ran out. That's how come I'm rocking a hat.
I put tallow in my hair, man. I shit you not. Them Wagyu briskets I did a while back, I freaking got almost a quart of fucking tallow out of them briskets.
Some greasy ass shit.
Yeah, them Wagyu briskets I bought from HEB, which I should have looked at them better. I know better, but they had an inch of fat cap on them and no flat. I was so pissed, man, because I paid like $130 a piece for these damn briskets.
Yeah, man. Sorry I couldn't jump on earlier, man. grilling out some chops, and then I tackled, man, one of these days I'm going to master asparagus. That right there is that's the one that I can't get, man. I just
Asparagus
can't
is
get right.
easy.
I just can't
What
get right.
What are you trying to do with it?
I cooked it up in a pan. I threw some butter in there, some OG, which is salt, pepper, garlic, and I had it just the way I like it, right? Just nice and crisp on the outside, just complete bite through. But then I messed up, man. I took it off the heat and I put it on the cold burner. But where I screwed up was I put the top back on the pan, so it just got it overdone again. So that's
Oh, you're
the thing,
overcooking it.
dude. Yeah, I'm overcooking it.
That's the only way that
I'm
I eat
straight up
asparagus.
overcooking it.
Yeah, the only way I eat asparagus is either I'll do it on the pit or I'll do it in the oven, but I'll wrap it in bacon and put it on there at about 300 degrees for like 10, 15 minutes, and it's perfect every time.
Yeah, I had some leftover bacon from breakfast and just kind of crumbled it up in there. You know, the Texas secret for the perfect tasting asparagus. You know, the bacon. But man, I screwed up. I screwed up when I put that top back on that pan. You know, but it's all good. I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it, and when I do, I'll make a video of it.
Oh yeah. So you know what the new fad is now, man? I was on YouTube earlier, and cooking briskets in microwave is the new fad.
No, I saw Guga do that. He was like, "I cooked a brisket in the microwave, and this happened." Oh my god!
So I'm scrolling through YouTube
Oh
today,
my
and
god!
Ant's Barbecue Cookout is doing one of those review videos that he does, and it's on this microwave brisket, and his thumbnail says there's a valuable barbecue secret in the way that you cook a brisket in a microwave, and I'm like, come on, dude, really? I mean, man. Fucking cooking a brisket in a
I'm not
damn
gonna.
microwave and cooking it in a smoker is two different things, dude.
Brisket's pretty pricey. I'm not gonna slaughter one in a microwave, man. No.
Well, Google's freaking rich, man. He can
Oh
do
yeah,
that. I'm
He's
not doing that.
Yeah, he's got.
I got too
acres
much
of friggin'
respect for brisket to throw it in the damn microwave.
Same. That is not a secret to Texas brisket right there, guys. Now on a pinch,
Brisket, not Texas.
what I was gonna say is on a pinch, you can microwave and warm up some leftover brisket, which I still don't recommend, but it comes out good on a pinch, man.
I don't either.
I mean, it's
I vacuum
not
seal
bad.
mine and sous vide it.
Yeah, I actually chop mine up and add my favorite BBQ sauce in a pan, and make chopped brisket sandwiches before I microwave brisket.
I vacuum seal my brisket leftovers and freeze them, and then when I get ready for them again, I heat them up in a pot of boiling water.
Yeah,
It's just as good as the day you cut it.
Yeah, man, for sure. Man, I guess you are a little further east because you're completely dark out there. I've still got a little bit. I'm not quite dark yet, but
man, I'm about freaking 25 miles away from the Louisiana border.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, them chops came out great, man.
Oh, I love some pork chops, man. You can't,
man. Well, actually, they weren't true pork chops. They were those loin chops. You know, they're cheap and they're plentiful, and you cook them, at the right temp, man. They're freaking fantastic.
Man. Yeah, them loin chops. You take them to
nice
about
and juicy,
150.
Yeah,
awesome.
Nice and juicy. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like my bone-in chop, man. I love me some bone-in chop.
I love bone-in chop.
And what's better than a bone-in chop is you get that char on that chop, man. I'm all about that chop char, baby.
Reverse seared bone-in chops is where it's at, man.
Nice and hot and fast.
I'm gonna do a video on some double bone-in chops. I'm gonna get my butcher up there in Kirbyville to cut me some double bone-in pork chops and pork ribeyes.
Yeah,
2 bones in them, and reverse sear them.
Yeah,
some bitches gonna be good.
That's a big chop, man. That's a big chop.
They're about 2 inches thick.
Man, I tell you, dude. I love the bone-in skinny chops. Man, those are just fire, man.
Yeah, man.
It's just
they're quick.
any way I can get a chop, man. Any way I can get a chop. They're fantastic. They're cheap. They're like I said, they're cheap. They cook up really, really quick.
Yeah, that bone-in chop, man, it's flavorful no matter which way you do it. It's gonna be good.
They don't disappoint, man. I guarantee.
No,
guarantee it.
it hits the spot.
I cooked a pork chop in a pot of butter,
and you know
this
what?
happened.
Some of the simplest meats are the best meats, like chicken leg quarters, boneless, skinless chicken
Dude,
thighs.
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for those. I'm a sucker for those chicken quarters. Oh, dude.
Oh,
I'll grill those up nice and hot and fast. You talking about some char? Put some char on that, man.
Mm-hmm. Get that crispy skin on them, man. That's what's up,
man.
Dude.
I'm telling you. And the perfect. Well, that it's all about that Texas secret way they cook that chicken quarter. You do that. Oh my goodness, man.
And you only know these secrets if you're from Texas. Disclaimer there, guys.
It's a thing. You go to HEB, and as soon as you walk in, they have this folder that's on the inside of that door that opens up when you walk in, and it says updated Texas secrets, and you kind of just grab it and you flip through it, and then you take your little notes or your little. They will not. I mean, they will confiscate your phone before you go into that file because they do not want you taking pictures of this file because it's just secrets, And you go in there and you take your little notes and everything, and you go and you shop, and go home and enjoy. It's pretty good stuff.
That's how that works.
Hey, brother Keenan's in there. What's up,
Texas
everybody?
Secrets, stay Texas secrets, man.
Yeah,
microwave brisket's not a Texas secret, though.
Man, I don't know about that, man. I'm I have like a really nice microwave, but man, I rarely use that damn thing, dude. I have this thing about if you put food in it and you push start and it comes out really hot. I have this thing like, I don't know, man. That can't be good. I do use it for popcorn.
Microwave.
I do use it for popcorn, but I don't really cook anything to like eat. Like those. I see a lot of people getting pot pies. I saw. Man, I was at HEB one time. This guy had a basket. He was pushing a basket, and he had like he had to have like 50 pot pies in that thing. Those little bitty ones like this. I'm like, oh my god, this guy here, man.
When I was young, first out of high school, I lived off all that microwave food, and then you learn how to cook. And I won't eat none of that shit no more. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that's funny.
Microwave. I still can't get over that microwave brisket, man.
Yeah, I cooked a brisket in the microwave, and this happened.
Did you watch the end of the video? See the look on their face when they're tasting it? You can tell they don't taste it.
I guess what is that? His kinfolk, his cousins, his stepbrothers, something like that. People from the same village.
His nephew. One of them's his nephew.
Yeah.
I like
people
that
from the
dude.
same.
Cool.
I call them people from the same village that he's from, and they're talking about that one guy. He's like, oh well, it tastes kind of nice. It does taste kind of nice. But what did you do? It's a little different. I can tell that it's a little different. It's like, oh, what about you? I have not seen the video that he did recently with about the I think he did like a cow penis or something like that, a bull's penis. Yeah, that's coming out. Yeah, I saw that on TikTok, man. There was a little teaser on TikTok, man. It was this, I mean, and it was like dude, it was like that fucking long, but it was coiled up, and I knew what that was. We butchered. I grew up on a fucking farm. I know what this shit looks like. But what the hell is this guy thinking? I mean, shit. I would much rather take a pot pie and microwave that something that you needed before I'm gonna put that shit in my mouth.
So look,
but
I ate mountain oysters and shit like that, but I'm not eating a bull dick, dude. I'm drawing a line right there,
man. But I have tried the Rocky Mountain oysters. My dad used to make them when I was a youngster.
They're good.
He said it would make us tough, and we'd eat them, but shit. I mean, back in the day, I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to do a lot of beef kidneys on an open flame, and he used to do. That nigga Johnson. That's a Johnsonville. That's a Johnsonville from the farm.
Yeah.
But he's
I'm
got
with
that
you,
well. He's
Keenan.
got that well blubber too, though. He's got that well blubber too.
There ain't no way in hell I'm eating a cow dick. It's just one, I don't want to eat it. For two, if I made a video like that, my friends would freaking drag my ass, man.
Yeah, I know.
Can't be that damn good. Ugh. But you know what? He's gonna get millions and millions of views off of that. So whatever.
Yeah, he is. But there was this one. There was like this one scene where he was like, "Oh no, I made a mistake," and it showed his kinfolk from the same village just walking away, talking about, "I'm never gonna be coming back here again." No, yeah, it was like walking out. I guess when they found out that they was just like chewing and chomping on a cow cock that was just gristly as shit, man. Can you imagine? There's not a low enough temperature to break something down that long. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna watch that. That's gonna be some funny shit, man.
Man, I'm telling you. I cooked a cow peanuts. This is mystery meat. And I cooked it. And it's long and I skinned it. And the first thing that I did was I boiled it in a pot of butter. Because they showed him, he was like boiling it. And now I have to peel all this stuff off. And he was like basically like circumcising the damn thing. He was just like peeling it with his hands and stuff.
Man.
Man, I'm telling you, man, that's some fucked up shit. I guess he's from Brazil or something like that. And I like my Brazilian people, but I come on, man, you can at least eat some liver or some beef kidneys or something, like a bone or something that you could gnaw on before you go, going that route. But
I don't care for kidney, and I don't care for liver. I don't eat that shit.
Man, I'm telling you though, man, it showed them dudes pissed off, like getting up, throwing shit. I'm never coming here ever again. And they just kind of just like do this shit. They do this shit. He's like,
feeding me a freaking dick, I'd be pissed off too.
Man.
So
I don't know.
When I first tried mountain oysters, my dad told us these are chicken nuggets, and we thought they were chicken nuggets, and we found out they were freaking balls.
And that shit was delicious, But man, I ain't gonna go down there and do that though. I couldn't do that. And then it shows him like, oh no, I can't believe I made a very bad mistake like this. And they showed the guys all pissed off, just kind of throwing shit, like a bunch of glitter just falling down out of the sky. I don't know where the hell the glitter came from, but it was glitter. I was like, oh my goodness.
Video edited in there.
Yeah.
They probably all matter in hell.
Oh shit. I cooked for you guys a mystery meat under this thing. And I want you guys to taste it and chew it up and swallow it and tell me what you think. I don't know.
Did Google at least eat it with them?
One of the dudes was like, I know this taste. Where I know this taste from.
No, you don't, dude.
I know this. I know this flavors profiles. What is this? I know what this is. I'm never coming around here again. Oh my goodness.
Best knife sharpener. What do you think's the best knife sharpener, Louis?
Man, I can't share that. That's a Texas secret. I cannot share that. Here in Texas, we don't use knife sharpeners. We use knives that stay sharp all the time. Like right, Mike? Yours stays really, really sharp.
That's because I got certain meats I cut with certain knives, so they don't get dull.
And it's just a quick trim. If you notice the way we trim meats, it's just like this. It's just like butter,
And when a knife gets dull, I'd buy them cheap knives. I just buy another one.
A lot of people don't know, but we have a special steel factory here in Texas, and it's underground, like for real, top secret underground steel factory. I think my boy Randy Shifter knows about that steel because he welds that steel all day long, and it takes a long time. It's so
Randy's
special
over there
that not
doing
only
the NDE for that shit, man.
I'm just gonna say, man, it's such a special steel factory in Texas that not only does he have to weld it, he has to give X-rays to make sure that the stuff got welded properly.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. The sharpener I like to use, man, I wish I was in the garage. I'd show it to you, but it's a very inexpensive. It's like $40 from Amazon, and it's just this one that you just kind of slide your knife through like this, and it's like spring loaded. It's spring loaded on both sides, so it kind of.
I've got that same one too.
I think it's called the Bavarian knife sharpener or something like that.
That's right. That's what it is. I got one of them too.
Yeah,
I want to get me one of those. I want to get me one of those work sharps. The work sharp ones. Those look like they're badass. Smoking Joe did a video on one here a while back.
Which one? Oh yeah, the wet sharpening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a whetstone.
Yeah, Smoking Joe did a video where he's like, he wanted to sharpen all his knives. He wanted to show like how he sharpens his knives. Man, that looked like a lot of work, man. He had this like bracketry that he installed on the end of the table, and then it was like a spinning thing, and then he's just kind of honing it, and sharpening it.
That's the work sharp. That's what I want to get. The work sharp. Man, you can set your angles. You can't fuck it up.
I don't know, man. That Bavarian knife sharpener that I have, it works very, very nice, man. I just slide it through there 3-4 times if I feel like it needs it. Most of the time, those knives stay sharp. I've got some of them Gal Strong knives, and they stay very sharp, man. They're good knives.
Yeah, that Bavarian. I'll use that Bavarian, but that Bavarian will screw a blade up if you let a knife go too long. It's from personal experience. It'll start to eat a damn blade away when you press down on it too hard.
Yeah,
I screwed a bony knife up on it here a while back, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good utensil. We said Randy's saying, I would make 1 million subs if I shaved my head and did a Google spoof video.
I think you would.
But I don't think I'd have to shave my face too, though, right?
You have to shave your face. You have to be baby faced.
Well, I'd have to shave my face. Then I need 2 dudes like with me that could act like my taste testers, my taste samplers. You know. Yeah, I tell you, I normally have my hair all fixed up, but I was completely out of tallow. I guess I used it on my last Texas BBQ cook out that I did. I just didn't have any more tallow. I wanted to jump on when I saw Jorge. I wanted to jump on when Jorge was on. Saw him, but I was kind of like on and off. Yeah, I was kind of on my phone and stuff in the garage and stuff, and I didn't think I was gonna take it as I did, but it's all good. Hey, we're here. Anybody in the chat, don't forget I go live tomorrow. I'm going on at 5 p.m. I wanted to talk about a couple of things, and it'd be nice to have you guys jump on and stop by and say hi. That way I just don't have one viewer the entire show. So
hey, the first 15 minutes of this, I was thinking, man, I'm about to just go ahead and end this. I had 0 viewers for 15 minutes before it finally picked up. I was like, fuck, man.
I was here. I was working from home, and I saw the thing. I was finishing up a few things, and then I was like, oh, I need to hurry up and open up another tab and open it. And I said, hey, and I think Randy Shifter was on there. He beat me on there. On the show this time, but then I saw him jump on. Who else jumped on tonight, man? Because there was a while where I wouldn't.
Just Randy and Jorge so far. Well, Panchucko done went and got a little buzz.
Yeah, I like Chuco. That's my boy right there from
My boy.
from
Take
the
over for a
north.
minute. I gotta pee.
Yeah. You go ahead. Um, yeah. So anybody in the chat, man? I'm going live at 5 tomorrow. I've got some ideas that I wanted to kind of talk about. For the month of October. It'd be a pretty good show. It'd be a lot of fun times. We talk about anything and everything. It's really, for the most part, all my lives are just freestyles. I never have anything planned, but I actually have something planned this time. Um, so that's going to be a little different, and it'll be episode number 8. So I'm kind of excited about that too. So, but I go on at 5. So my boy Mike Triple B jumps on at 7 p.m. on his, so that by the time 7 p.m. comes around, I'm pretty much done with my live by that time, because I like to tune into his and support. So that's the whole reasoning by me jumping on at 5. It's a lot of fun. But a happy Friday, everybody! Happy Friday, Mike.
Yingling. Yingling.
Yeah, I've still got some bottles right here.
I'm drinking the 1-pint aluminum bottles a day.
Oh, is that the full flavor? Wait, is that the lager?
Yeah, it's the lager. It's traditional.
Okay, that's the same as this one. It's just in a pint, in a can, right?
It's a 16 ounce.
Yeah.
Yep, it's in the pint.
I had a 18 pack of those of the light ones. They called Flight. They're pretty good.
They're good.
I had some of those.
Yeah, I like them.
But to date, Yuengling so far, between the classic lager, which is in my hand, the Flight light ones, and the Oktoberfest, it's all about that Oktoberfest. All about that Oktoberfest.
I still can't
when it
find
comes to
it,
this
man.
brand.
I'm looking for it.
It is. Did you ask the beer guy? My HEB has a huge pallet of it, like sitting right there.
Oh, no, I didn't ask somebody. I was in a hurry to get in there and get out. But
I also got myself a bottle of the good Texas whiskey today. And I'll be sharing that with you guys tomorrow on my live. And that's the Texas whiskey that I actually moved to from drinking the Tennessee Jack Daniels as long as I did. And I was so impressed with this Texas whiskey that I now drink that. It's freaking fantastic. So that's what I'll be sipping on tomorrow.
If you don't want to reveal it tomorrow, send me a message and tell me what kind that is. If you don't want to reveal it tonight.
I'll reveal it. What do you got going on tomorrow?
Oh, I'll try to be there for yours. I've got something I'm supposed to go to later on in the evening, so
yeah,
we'll see.
Let me know. I'm planning on jumping on it by 5, so I'll have a few in me by then. So I'm just sipping a few beers tonight. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We see. I'll have to watch while driving home. I'm a bit tipsy. Okay. Back to your Prime Biscuit vid later. Oh, okay. Cool. You got somebody watching your Prime Biscuit 2005 pilot. Trumpeter, you're going to do a giveaway on your 10th. Yes, absolutely. Why not? That sounds like a fantastic idea. Bourbon. Yes, sir. Yuengling is legit, Judge Webb. They say Yuengling beer has never changed the filters, and it's the oldest brewery in America. If that's true, they don't. Yeah, if that's true, they don't need to be changing those filters because they're freaking fantastic.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this Yuengling beer is the best beer I've ever drank in my freaking life. This shit's awesome.
Yeah, straight up. I have to be 100% on board with you there, because I used to hear about it a lot on the chats. My boy Alton, he used to talk about it all the time, and I even would throw shade at it. I'd be like, "Man, Yuengling's for suckers." I had never even tried it, And one time, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and try some. And luckily, I bought a 12-pack. Let's just say that I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah, I got a friend that turned me on to it. Yeah, I had a friend turn me on to it. Kept telling me about it every day. So I bought some on the way home from work one day, And I was like, damn, I've been missing out on this the whole time. This shit's good.
Yeah,
Try
very
Founders.
good.
I've never tried Founders beer, man.
You know, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a special. Let's just put it this way: if I may have something to talk about on that one. I don't want to spill the beans just yet, but I might have something to talk about on that one.
I've never seen Founders down here in my area, but I've never looked for it either, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, they've got so many different types of beers, especially here in Texas. Right here where I'm at, Central Texas, there is a brewery.
Oh yeah.
Every other freaking corner these days. I'm serious, guys. There is just so many. They've got this one right up the street that I still have not tried yet, and it's right up the street. It's called Humboldt Pint. I need to go over there and have a few pints, man. It just looks like a great place. But inside my neighborhood, attached to my neighborhood, there's a fantastic beer pub that has excellent beer. And then the store that's here attached to the neighborhood, it has every Friday we have different brewers that show up, and you know they give you these samples, and you know it's just there's so many good freaking beers out there. But you know, if I walk in there right now, I'm walking out with some of this, you know. And they've always had it there. And I just, when I first got Yuengling, I bought it at HEB because I thought that's the only place that I could buy it. One day I went to the store and I was like, well, over here they have beers from everywhere, but I never seen this, you know. Bam, sure enough, you know, they have it in a 24 case in cans or 12-pack bottles, you know.
Got these in a 15-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that all the stores in Southeast Texas started carrying this here in the past year or so, maybe a little bit longer. So I always seen it in there, and I thought, oh, that's just some cheap ass beer or whatever. But
you know,
really
that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that now that I think about it, it's like I'm seeing it a lot more often. I'm seeing a lot more like everywhere that I look. You know, I was like, oh, there's, you know, and maybe it was always there, or maybe they just recently started, you know, stocking it. But yeah, the Sam Adams is good. Sam Adams Oktoberfest, good stuff.
Yeah, I've had Sam Adams Oktoberfest. That's good. And Specs,
like
we got Specs over in Beaumont, Texas. I ain't been to Specs in a while, but they got everything you think of in there.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, yes, sir, they do.
Some
Judge,
beers
I tried so
in
many
Germany.
beers in 3 years. I was stationed in Germany. Man, you probably had the good stuff when you were stationed in Germany.
Yeah, that's probably some good shit there.
I'll tell you what, Chico, there's a German beer that I enjoy in the holidays, and it's so potent. I only drink, you know, a 6-pack of it during the holidays, and it's the Spaten, Spaten, Spaten.
I know what you're talking about.
And I like drinking their double bock. It's the double bock. It's so dark you can't see through the bottle. Like you cannot see through it. It's that dark. Man, I
like dark beer.
I do too. I love it. I mean, but if I'm somewhere drinking beer all day, I'm not drinking something like that all day. No. I'm gonna be drinking like a light beer. You know what I mean?
You got to be drinking that at home because it'll hit you fast and it'll hit you hard if you're not pacing yourself. If I'm somewhere, I'm drinking a light beer. Even this Yuengling, I drink Yuengling at home.
Oh yeah. I don't know if Al Lunacy is still in this chat. Al, are you still in here?
I think he left.
He's going to be starting doing beer reviews on his channel, and he had some interesting beers. He had this huge beer on my live last weekend. I don't know if you're still on or if you saw that, but he had a freaking beer that was the size of a bottle of tequila. I thought that's what he was drinking. Like you saw him just taking this huge swig. I was like, oh my goodness! But it was a was it from El Salvador or Colombia? It was one of the two.
That's an import.
Caguamas.
Didn't.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hey, Randy, I left a message in the chat earlier before I jumped on. I saw you were on there. I've been wanting to ask you. You were either raised around a lot of Mexicans or you have a lot of Mexican homies. or are you a half breed? Are you a half breed by any chance? Because you've got this accent that really magnifies it.
Oh, here's Quint. What's up, Quint?
Don't take any offense to it. I'm just honestly asking. I probably should have asked you in a quiet chat. My bad.
Well, working over there in the Channelview area, in the Houston area, there's a lot of homies over there, Mexicans over there. So
Yeah.
it ain't hard to pick up on that stuff. I worked over there for 6 months straight and made friends with a lot of Mexicans. Some of the best Mexican food I ever ate was over in that area over in Pasadena. They had some hole in the wall joints where you got to point to the menu what you want, but that shit was good.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I see Quint in the chat. What's up, Quint? I'm a welding inspector, so I speak a lot of Spanish. Mexicans are mi gente. Yeah, I figured, man, you've got that accent, man. So like, I take it like you either grew up around them or you know, spend a lot of time with them, or you might even have it, you know, with you because. You know, like my kids are, you know, here's something a lot of people don't know about me. My kids are half breeds. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was thinking maybe you would have been too. So,
yeah.
But you know, my kids speak Spanish too.
I've worked with Mexican welders and scaffold builders my whole career, man. I love them some bitches.
Yeah, them some bitches that do all the work, man. Just let them do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, me and a welder were best friends for a long time. He'd weld. I would fit tubes and he'd weld them. And there was a while there where we went to every job together. And if he didn't get hired on or I didn't hire on, we didn't go to that damn job. We went from job to job together for a while. His name was Jesus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right on.
When I was
right
young.
on. So listen, man, I've got some ideas that I wanted to chat about tomorrow on my live. I'll run you some ideas right now. I'm thinking collab at the end of October. If anybody wants to, it's not going to be a competition. It's not going to be anything like that. Mine's is better than yours, or yours is better than mine. It's nothing like that. It's just a fun collaboration.
You can't judge that shit on YouTube anyway, man. You can only look at it.
Yeah. It's just a fun collab that we can all join in. Anybody and everybody. It doesn't have to be a huge long video. It could be, you know, anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes, or if you want to go long, you can go 10, 15, whatever. But I'll go more into detail about it tomorrow on my live. But I think it'd be a lot of something, you know, a lot of fun that we can all join in on and just do something fun, you know. It'll test your creativity skills, your creative skills. Let's put it that way.
Oh shit!
That's a little something. That's a little something coming up tomorrow at 5 p.m. Be there.
I'll try to be there, man. I'm gonna try.
Yeah. So see, Quint, I know you really enjoy my hair, buddy. Let me show you something. This is my hair, man. Every single thread, and as you can see, I ran out of tallow, so I was not able to comb it tonight. I'm free balling. I'm free balling tonight, so that's why I'm actually wearing a hat. I wear hats too sometimes. You see what this is right here? If you don't know, hold on. Whoa, what the hell? If you don't know, now you know. But I know my boy Mike knows what this is.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what that is.
Rectech, baby. So this is the kind of hat that I want to. This is the kind of hat that I want to get done with my logo in the same exact spot. I think that would look really cool. And it's these trucker hats. Oh shit! What are they?
That's the Richardson.
Richardson. Yeah, the Richardsons.
Yeah.
Richardson hat.
Hell yeah.
Let me get that for you, man. There it is. It's gone. It's gone.
Not only is beef tallow a good natural hair gel, but it's also a natural conditioner.
Oh yeah, yeah. I use that. I use that a lot. This morning I woke up looking a little ashy, and I actually applied it to my elbows, and look how delicious my skin looks. It's so bronzy. You should see me in the
That
sunlight,
skin's hydrated, man.
man. I'm telling you, you should see me in the sunlight. I'm just like, bam, so bronze, so nice. It's good on your feet. Uh, the other night I didn't have any more toothpaste, so I used tallow, and it was nice. Look at that.
Speaking of that, there was a show back in the day where these husbands traded wives and kids and families, and I remember a show playing on there where this one couple this family ate spoiled meat. They brushed their teeth with butter and all kind of shit, man. And I'm thinking,
Oh my
holy
goodness,
hell.
what were these Googans people?
They may have been, man. They were from the Midwest. I remember that show. I'm trying to remember what that show was called. It was either Trading Lives or Trading Spouses or something like that. But it was on
Yeah.
ABC back in like 2010, 11, and 12. But
I
I'll
got
never
you.
forget
Yeah,
that episode. That shit stuck with me.
that's funny. Now I'll tell you, Pachuco. The dogs chase me because in my lawnmower, instead of regular motor oil, I use tallow in the motor in the crankcase. And so when
Hey,
I'm mowing my grass, it smells like a brisket being cooked out there. It smells delicious. People out there are just like, man, oh
so
my god, isn't it? This is my
I've
mower out
got a
there chopping
friend.
the grass.
I've got a friend that gets used cooking oil and filters it and runs used cooking oil in his diesel tractor. When he runs
Yeah,
his tractor, it smells like French
smells.
fries.
Yeah. I saw this show, and I don't remember. Maybe it was some YouTube videos, but it was this whole, it was a whole tree. I hope I don't offend anybody in the chat, but it was a tree hugger special. Basically, this guy, well, there can't be any tree huggers in the chat because we burn the shit out of trees, right? We
Let's just
cook
say
with
we kill
trees,
trees, dude. So
right?
I doubt it.
So I think I'm pretty good, right? Am I safe? Right. Allow me
Yeah, I
to
think you're good.
proceed. Allow me to proceed. So anyway, this person was going from McDonald's restaurant to McDonald's restaurant, and he was getting an old grease traps, and they were getting that old stinky grease, and that's what they were doing. They were running. They weren't using it as oil for the motor, but they were somehow breaking it down in such a way
It's diesel.
that it was being converted into diesel fuel. And it smelled like French fries. It smelled like a McDonald's restaurant, like the exhaust of the diesel
In
vehicle.
in the old tractors, you filter it out and you can run it as diesel. You can run the oil straight up as diesel once it's burnt in old tractors, and it'll run. Now the side effects of it later on down the road, I don't know, but I know that my buddy had a early '90s, late '80s models tractor, and he was putting that
Yeah.
dead burnt vegetable oil in it and running it straight up.
Do you have a tractor right there in your spot?
Yeah, I got a tractor, and he was using. I was giving him all my burnt motor oil, and he was running that in there too.
Is your tractor's diesel, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't put vegetable oil in it though. It's a 2010.
No, I was gonna say that could be a video for you. Like, I put I put beef tallow in my tractor, and this happened. It smells good. It does. It does. It really does smell good. I mean, it's making me really hungry.
I thought about shooting a new intro for my videos where I ride my horse up to the pit and hop off and do the do my thing
Dude,
at the pit with my
Dude, that
horse.
would be so freaking cool if you did something
Next time
like
I
that.
saddle up my horse, I'm gonna do that shit, man.
Man, you should. I would. I still got to make it out to the ranch and do videos out there. I've got some Thermo Pro equipment that they sent me that I still haven't reviewed. I still haven't done videos on, but I want to do them out there in my brother's ranch, and I want to do some crazy, silly shit like that. Like, I want to chop some wood with an axe, because I'm 100% capable of doing that, and we do that out there.
Yeah.
He also has a gas-powered wood log splitter.
Wood splitter.
But I'm talking
Yeah.
about using like an old school axe. You know what I'm saying? Just bam. Splitting
See what
logs.
Mad
I wanted to get some
Scientist does with
shots.
his video.
Yeah, I wanted to get some shots of doing that. And maybe do a brisket comparison. I'm gonna wrap this brisket in paper, this brisket in foil, and I'm just gonna cover this one up with coffee beans, Folgers crystals, to be exact. Because number one, I think that the Folgers crystals coffee grounds is gonna hold much moisture on that brisket.
People use heavy coffee rub on their briskets, man. I don't know.
I've seen that.
That would work.
I don't think it's gonna flavor your brisket or anything like that. I think it's more or less just to get that really dark bark that people like to see on their briskets.
I think it would make it bitter.
Yeah, I do my briskets the same every single time. I use a very light binder on my brisket. It's I use Better Than Bouillon for a binder on my brisket, and it's just a very light coat, and then I go on with whatever profile that I want to have, and that Better Than Bouillon gives you some amazing looking bark at the end of your brisket cook. That's what works for me. I'm not going to say that it works for anybody else in the chat or anything like that, but I do have brisket videos on my channel if you guys want to watch them. Let me know what you think.
I don't even. I done got to where I don't use no binders. If the brisket does turn out dry, I'll hit it with a spray bottle with a little bit of water. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then pretty much my brisket rub consists of 16 mesh black pepper, salt, and seasonal salt, and maybe a little garlic powder here and there. That's pretty much been it for me on brisket.
Yeah. Got 2 rubs with coffee.
It took me a long time to even drink coffee. Now I drink coffee. I don't know. Maybe it is good on brisket. It may be, but
I'll tell you, I didn't start drinking coffee until 2004. Actually, it was probably 2005 when I started drinking coffee, and that's only because where I was every day, where I was working, where I'm currently still working, it was like every day on the clock. It was like 3 o'clock. They would run a pot, and man, it just smelled so good. And I was like, man, that smells good. Like the entire facility was smelling like coffee. And so, one day I kind of sat down with them, and I made myself a cup and kind of coached me on how to, prepare it. And I've been drinking coffee ever since. I can't. That's like the first thing I drink when I wake up in the morning. Like I can't go a day without my coffee.
When I hit 30 years old, I started drinking coffee.
Yeah, I was.
I've been drinking coffee 6 years.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I was in my early 20s. I want to say it was 22 or 23. One of the two. So.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. That is what is up, and I enjoy coffee quite a bit. I do.
I do now too. I like frappuccinos. I like cappuccinos. I like a lot of it, man.
Oh yeah, man. I even like some of those cold coffees in the summertime. Some of them iced coffees, man, from Starbucks. Oh man.
Yeah, those are good, man.
Yeah, we've got one of these coffee shops right here in the neighborhood. It's called Perky Beans. Perky Beans Coffee. Man, that place. Starbucks ain't got nothing on this place, man. I'm telling you. I think they're from the West Coast too. I think they're from Cali. Perky Beans.
No shit.
If anybody's familiar with Perky Beans, really good stuff.
Nah, I'm a sucker for some good iced coffee now. I'll drink it.
Yeah, for sure, man. How was the work week, man? Did you work your regular schedule or are you working crazy shit?
Yeah, I just worked 410s, man. I worked 410s this week, and then I went and I bought one of them smart TVs today and got all my apps on it. First one I ever owned. That's pretty handy dandy, by the way.
Yeah, let's go. It's gonna make life a lot easier.
I hooked YouTube up to it, man. I got all kind of shit on that thing, man.
Yeah.
First TV I bought in 12 years.
Yeah.
Pretty much all I did today. I thought about firing the grill up, man, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I slap
Yeah.
burn out on eating barbecue.
No, I'm telling you, I mean, it took quite a bit. Like I fired up the bullseye, and it took quite a bit. I was like, man, I felt myself doing that. I was like, I got to do these chops real quick. You know,
I
it's like,
gotta
all
take a
right, let's go out
weekend off
there.
barbecue.
Yeah.
So I
So,
shot 3 separate videos Sunday, and I did one. I finally did a video on that big ass pellet smoker I built. It comes out Monday. I got it done, and then I did 2 videos on the 250. I did baby back ribs. I did a full boat pork belly, and I did a beer can chicken on that pellet smoker I built. And the meat stick X review, I got that meat stick X to finally work.
okay.
I did all that, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. That full boat pork belly, that shit was freaking good. That crispy bark, man, that was next level
man.
good, dude.
I'm telling you, dude, it goes back to the chop char that I'm talking about, man. It's all about that chop char. If you're out there grilling some pork chops, there's nothing better on it. The best part on that chop is the char, man. I'm telling you, dude, something about that pork char. I'm like, man. So I've got put my weenie on the barbecue. What? There's some shrimps in the barbie, baby.
We ain't Jeffrey Dahmer this up in here, man. Shit.
I just noticed that Quint changed his picture on his thing. That's not Quint. That's another Quint.
Uh-huh.
That's not Quint Nelson. That's another Quint.
Damn, Randy been putting some hours in. I feel you on that. I don't work them kind of hours no more. I'll hit some 84-hour weeks every now and again, but that's about it.
I could probably hit those hours if I was doing the weekends too, but I don't do the Saturdays and Sundays. No, those are my 2 days. But what was I gonna say? No, I saw Keenan was talking about he was eating some ham and cheese flavored chips.
Ham and cheese
from the Philippines. Interesting.
That's
so
interesting.
he was on a live panel last night. BKC's there was Thursday nights for lives are just insane on YouTube, because last night I was running I think I had like 4 tabs open. I had Mama Papa Joe and BKC. They both came on at the same time. Actually, Leprechaun TV, he came on too. And what was that other one? There was another one that was going live. There was 4 tabs, but I noticed that Keenan was on there, and I asked him about that whale. I guess he got a package from Japan from one of his. I might get this wrong, but I think maybe his sister or something shipped him a pack of whale meat, like straight up whale, and he didn't know what to do with that stuff, man. So I was like, man, you know what I would do with it? I would make some stinky ass catfish bait and have that whale meat catch me some big catfish. That's what I
bet it would too.
Instead of trying to cook it.
That's his cousin. We got 2 Quints in here, man.
Cousin. Yeah, I think that's Mr. No, Joe. I was gonna say no. It can't be Joe, because Joe's probably still busy. Was it 6 o'clock his time? He's probably still selling BBQ. It can't be Joe. Maybe it's a legit Quint. No, he's saying he saw a UFO today. Yeah, bro, I got a video. It looks like a giant bowl of ice cream in the sky. A giant bowl of ice cream in the sky, man.
I want to see. You need to put this video on YouTube, man. It sounds like you get some views.
Matter of fact, jump on this live and show us on your phone if you get that video.
Man, let's see this shit. I don't want to be abducted, man. Fuck that.
It's tripping me out, because I keep clicking on these comments like I want them to come up, like if I'm running my StreamYard, but it's like I can't, And sometimes I'll click and then it comes down way down there at the bottom because you're the one doing the clicking. Anyway,
stopped eating catfish. I still eat catfish. Them suckers taste good. That Opelousas catfish tastes the best.
I just had some catfish over at this place in Cedar Park called Surf and Turf. Oh my God! If you guys are ever having just driving through Cedar Park or any of it, Be sure you guys eat at Surf and Turf, man. It's a little joint, and there is some magic coming out of that kitchen. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. Oh my God, I don't know how they make their food. It's just so freaking good.
He said he's gonna upload it. It's freaky. I want to see this upload, man.
What's the channel
I'm
though,
into
man?
UFOs and aliens and shit. I think that'd be cool.
Is there another mod in here that can grab his link and put it in the chat so we can jump in there and check it out?
I don't think I have any damn mods. I think I've only got a
I'm
few.
a mod. I'm
Yeah.
one. I guess I can try to do that. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I don't mess nothing up over
Can
here.
you do mods off of Yard Stream?
If you click on the 3 dots next to the name, you can convert them into the mod. Off of a separate tab. You follow me? If you go into a separate tab and you hover over somebody's name and you click on the 3 dots.
Oh, yeah, no, I got you.
It should give you an option to create that person into a mod.
Yeah, you got to go back to your channel to do it.
There he is, Quint. Of course, Quint. He's a mod. He just put the link up there, man. So this other Quint, man. Hopefully he posts that video so we can all check it out or put it on TikTok or something, man. Let's check it out.
Yeah, man, I want to see this shit, man.
Big giant bowl of ice cream.
Yep, Quint Nelson got it. Quint helps Quint.
That's funny. Yeah. Yes, sir. I saw a UFO in the sky, and this happened.
Well, he said he was trolling Triple B. Huh.
Is this the same guy trolling Triple B? Mike's ready to squab.
I don't know. I ain't been on Triple B's live in a little while.
Yeah, some knucklehead was trolling Triple B on my live. It's just a bunch of childish. Yeah, it's just a bunch of childish crap, man.
What was he saying?
I don't think so. This guy right here seems legit. I don't think he's like.
No, I think he's a real channel.
I think he's a real channel.
Yeah, he said he's not a dirty troll.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a bunch of silliness, man. I'll catch you up on it on a phone call or something. It's just stupid.
It's been on YouTube for 17 years. I don't know. I ain't never really had nobody come up on this channel and talk smack.
I've seen like on other channels, on other lives, like
Smoking Joe gets a lot in his.
Yeah, those spam bops that are always over 18 only. Click here for a good time kind of spam messages that I see all the time.
Yep. Now, after I publish these lives, they'll start posting porn links and shit to them. I have to go back and delete those.
Into the chats?
Well, yeah, into the comments after I publish it.
You know, I see a lot of that in my Instagram, like on my story. Because on my story, you can kind of see like how many views your story has, and it'll show like all the viewers, right? It'd be like a list, like on this chat here, and like who all saw your. Well, you know what I'm talking about. You're on Instagram, but at the very bottom, it's like a huge list of just spam, inappropriate freaking people with titles at the very bottom, and it's like, man, come on, man. I don't know how to get rid of those people.
I don't know how to do it on Instagram. You can do it you can block them on YouTube and report them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's getting late.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, I guess this is a pretty good time for me to hop off, man. I'm glad I got to jump on. Hopefully see you tomorrow on mine.
I'm gonna try to be there, man.
It's like what? It's like keep it clean, folks. My ears are not garbage cans.
I guess he's a legit YouTuber, man.
Quint, is that a real picture of you on the thing, or is that somebody from a TV show?
I think that's somebody from a TV show. I think Quentin Nelson called that out earlier.
Oh,
Somebody from looks like the dude off of Jaws, I think.
oh, it is that Jaws guy. He's like, yeah, I bring you a whole body.
He says that's him. If that's him, he's a freaking movie star, man.
Gotta go pick up some. Oh, yeah, take care, Keaton.
All right, man. Take it easy, Keenan. I'm about to hop off too. Hell, I've almost been on here for 3 hours.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm gonna jump off too. Appreciate you having me. Everybody in the chat, peace out. You guys have a good night. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys jump on my live tomorrow. We'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow.
10-4, man.
All right, take care,
Take it
brother
easy,
Mike
man.
Bryan. I'll see you later, man. Hey,
All right,
Quinn,
man.
Quinn, I'm gonna be looking for that UFO video tonight, bro. Don't leave us hanging.
Yeah, I want to see that shit too.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, guys. Peace out.
All right, later, Trumpet. All right, guys. Last call. Y'all got any last minute barbecue questions y'all want answered? I'll give y'all a few minutes to reply. Nobody replies, and we'll be hopping off here shortly. All right, Randy, take it easy, bud. Later, Pancheco. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down to a close. I appreciate everybody coming by. Why the hell would they report my post on the Facebook page, man? Those are all G-rated, man. I mean, why? They must be. You must have some dadgum vegans or vegetarians on your channel, Randy, reporting my stuff. There ain't no telling. People are freaking jealous. There ain't no telling, Randy. Either that or we got a bunch of vegans and vegetarians in there that work for PETA, sabotaging the site. I don't cuss in my YouTube videos, and I don't put nothing in there inappropriate, so I don't know why the hell they would report that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go. Peace out. I'll see y'all next Friday, and y'all check the video out dropping on Monday on my stick burning pellet smoker. Peace out, guys. Later.